Okay, it is cold. It is cold. It is cold. Okay. It's cold. It's Sunday morning. It's not a soap show, kids. It's Sunday morning. It's me. It's me. Oh my God. I'm like, I have my heater on me. I have a jacket on. It's like, you got to be kidding me. Yes, I know. I don't live in one of those other cities. I lived in Pittsburgh, New York. I know it can get cold, but for us who are not used to this, it is 40 degrees here. We're not used to it. That's still cold no matter where you live. We're not used to it. We ain't used to it here. So screw everybody trying to tell me it's not cold. It's cold here. My house is an old house, so it's really I have no central air and heat. It is cold. So I'm here. Cheese and crackers. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I missed you guys yesterday. I got to think at noon. I'm trying to find JLJ this morning. There we go. I got to do all the little bells and whistles. I got to put it in my thing here. JLJ this morning. I know I had done one almost every day for like 7 days, and then I didn't do one yesterday because I have family stuff. And I may not be able to do one tomorrow either because I'll tell you that in a second. I have something good happening tomorrow, so I got to take care of that. Take care of business, you guys. Business. Even Martin King Jr. birthday. But I was like, I kind of miss. I mean, I was like, I thought I was trying to find. I was trying to see if there was a way I could do it yesterday. There was no way I could do it. Not even for an hour. It's like, oh. So, but I'm like, this is what I want. I like coming on every morning and just talking to you guys. That's what I like doing. I like doing it. Who is here with me, first of all? Yeah, beautiful Ash, of course. Martha Hermson. I don't know if I know you. Hi, Martha from Colorado. Good morning. Who are you? What's going on? How do you know me? Hi, Tony JC, Bridget Epps. I know you. You are so I like when someone comes. I'm like, who's that? Hi, Martha. How do you know me? What's going on? Who are you? What do you watch of mine? Or you're on YouTube and you're just like, just looking around. I'm like, I'm cold. Ooh, it's cold. Cold. Um, so yes, we're here. But yeah, I missed you guys yesterday. We had a great happy hour. Big Creflo. Oh yeah, he's on right now. Well, my sister's probably listening to him right now. My sister Sandra listening to him right now. Oh my God, you're Hardy. Okay, very good. I'm gonna to you. Well, hi. Okay, when it comes to heart, well, that's just perfect. I love it. I love my Hardys. The Hardys were my original fan base. You guys have been with me for a long time. Hardys and Days of Our Lives, people. It was my first. You never forget your first. When it comes out forever. Martha, I guess you watch my stuff. I always support the show. You know that. I support the show no matter what the storylines are. I'm supporting the show. Trying to raise $50. I'm always trying to raise money. So I gotta raise a little money for something today. I'm also on for that too. Good morning, Matt Litchfield. Oh, this is the coach. Oh, this is my interview on help with Coach Sandra. Yes, I brought her on. I'm there to help everybody. Well, Brian's wife, Patty, is my cousin. So we're cousins. So it's kind of a long story. And just so you know, I am mixed race. I'm part white, so I'm half white. So yeah, so I have some famous cousins out there, and she's one of them. And hi, Lewis. I know Lewis Wagner. Hello, Duan. Um, okay, yes. You listen to that? How funny. Well, I was like, well, I said, I get to come on this morning. So, whew. But I'll be able to if people following me, my storage unit, I'm going to be able to get in. So I'm actually going to be able to get in tomorrow, hopefully. We got a locksmith coming out. Try to get in. 14 degrees. Oh my God. And I know, Martha, you're in Colorado. So I know it's cold there too. I'm sure it is. But it's cold here. It's 40 degrees. It's cold here in LA. It's cold. Well, I've been to Colorado many times. I used to do a conference in Stapleton, which is outside of Denver. So I've been there. I'm not flown through many times, but I used to do a conference there. I used to work in farm and agriculture, believe it or not. And I used to run the fourth largest conference there. So I used to go all the time. Colorado's beautiful. And it's in the middle of the country. You have to forget it's in the middle of the country. I go to Kansas all the time, just not far from there. But yes, I've been to Colorado. I've not been to Brian and Patty's house yet, but I have been to Colorado. I always forget how far it is from. I'm in LA. I always forget how far across the country it is. Um, well, Christian J. LeBlanc on the Bold and the Beautiful on Young and the Restless. That's my cousin. Also Ronnie Lott for 49er, my cousin. I know for you. And for us, it is. I live by the water. It's even freezing by the water. Oh my god. Um, my girl on the talk. She's one of she's my cousin. I have a lot. I have a lot of. I have several cousins out there who are related to me. Representative Nick Lott, Mississippi. He's my cousin. I have a bunch of cousins out there. Oh, Dwight used to live in Colorado. We're in Colorado. That's what I love. You never know what you can talk about. You never talk about these shows. I've been to 43 states, Martha. 43. There's my Bonnie. Hi, Miss Bonnie. 46 Virginia. Matt, who's in here, is in Virginia also. He's in Virginia also. Yeah, I used to run conferences. I used to visit all these states. I've been to some states. People are like, well, I've been to North Dakota. I've been to Iowa many times. Like, people be surprised how much I know about this country. And it's a beautiful country. We have some beautiful land, beautiful things. Thank you, Tony. Tony gave our first donation. Tony gave our first donation. I got to write down. I got to write these down. He gave our first donation. Oh, and you guys, on another side note, I finally got the name of the person at General Hospital. So I emailed her. We'll see what happens. So that's good. Thank you, Tony J. Tony J is first. It's 5 degrees, -5. Well, I tell you, that's what I remember those days when I lived in Pittsburgh. You're in Costa Rica, Luis. I never knew where you're from. You're in Costa Rica. It's 40. So Matt, who's in Virginia? Of Bonnie. So Matt says 40 and Winnie in his parts of Virginia. And Ronnie Lott he's a Hall of Famer. He was a 49ers and later went to the Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. So that was his thing. So, but when I was growing up, my last name was in common. It was just like, are you related to Ronnie? I was in common. I'm like, yes, I'm related to Ronnie Lott. Nice guy. He's a great philanthropist these days. So yes. It's 41 in New York. It's on the 40. So 40, see, 40 is still cold. It's still cold. I have family in Ohio and stuff who live along the lakes. So they have the lake effect. I live by the water. So I have like the ocean effect. Where it's colder over here because I'm by the water. Like where my other Tony, my chocolate twin them live, they live further inland. They don't have that. I'm freezing over here. Dewan says, when I was younger, I loved cold weather in Colorado Springs. Oh, okay. So you're Colorado Springs. I know where I'm not gonna say where Brian and Patty live. I know where they live. So Martha's not far from them. They gotta get coffee. Thank you. Well, thank you, Martha, for stopping through. Hardy's forever. I have a new video out if you've seen it. A new video out. So about the 10-year anniversary of When Calls the Heart. I'm so glad I joined the group. But make sure you hit the like button on your way. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on your way out, Martha. I get little stuff. And I get stuff. You hit that thumb button. We're all trying to do that. So I love when new people come through and see me. I love it. I don't, I love it. 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 But yes, I'm a football fan. My game was postponed. Like I'm playing it. My game was postponed because Western New York is it's frozen over. So the Steelers play Monday, apparently. So play Monday tomorrow. But the Steelers and Bills, they can't play right now because it's super frozen over in Western New York. I love it. It's very well. Isn't Costa? Isn't it? Is it summer where you are right now, Luis? And isn't the? Are you on the other side of? I no, Tony. You look like some of my people, and the more I look at you and see you, I feel like we are related. I would not even be surprised if we are, Tony. Don't be surprised. I think we are related on some level. You know what I mean, Tony? I think we are. You're my cousin. I'll just say, I'll just call you my cousin. I would not have a problem being related to you, Tony. Yes, you guys. Because I have friends. I've been to Costa Rica. I've been to San Jose, Costa Rica. You know where that is, Luis? I've been there. It's 40 degrees in North Dakota. Richard, are you in North Dakota? Did I know that? I've been to Bismarck many times. I know North Dakota. I'm fine with freezing temps, but dang wind. The wind get worse. The wind. We had wind here too. Like now it's dark right now. Well, it's 8:39 here. It's dark right now, but it's tough, kids. Okay, Aloysia. Okay, 8 degrees here in Texas. So Dewan is in pretty fast in Texas too. She said it was 5 where she is. I don't know what parts of Texas you guys are from for each other. I know Texas gets cold. Texas gets cold. I know that. Well, I think deserts get cold. People forget that. They may not snow, but they get really cold. The temperatures really drop. I used to go to Vegas during Christmas time, and it was freezing. And it was freezing. Why is everybody warmer than me? I know, right? Bridges in North Dakota, and it's warmer there. See, every time about the whole Kansas City guy, I know my sister lives there. About the game and Taylor Swift and all that. So we know it's cold there. Oh, Maryland, I guess is it ND? I was like, oh, I remember you saying from North Dakota. Okay, you're Maryland. Well, you're not far from Matt and who else in Virginia here? Matt and them. They're all. You guys are all in that DMV area. It's 14 where you are. That's still cold. And anything below 30 is that's just crazy. And I've been there. Like I said I used to live in Pittsburgh. I used to live in New York. It is crazy. I know those temperatures is too much, but it's wintertime. This is what it's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be. Supposed to be. Juwan, she's in Denton County. Juwan, what county are you in? I have a cousin and a sister near Dallas. They're both there. I have family everywhere, all over the place. But I like Costa Rica was beautiful. I had a great time in Costa Rica. But I know that the southern equator, it's summer there. While we have our winter, then it's winter where you are. We have our summer. It's so weird. I can't feel the 8 degrees because I have an electric heater in my room. That's right next to me. That's right, Duan. I have an electric heater right here. It is right here. But I'm like, still, my feet are fucking freezing. You know things like that. Yeah. Well, Matt has a man, so they get to snuggle together. I'm by myself. I get to snuggle by myself. I know I have nobody here with me. Shantae's got a man. I'm in Lubbock County. Okay, does that mean anything to you, Beauty for Ashes? I don't know anything. How you doing, Bridget? How you doing, everybody? What's going on, everybody? What's going on in your world today? Dallas? Yeah, my cousin lives in Irving, but works in Dallas, and my sister lives in McKinley, but she works in Dallas. They all work in Dallas. Oh, okay, no wonder. Who is that? Because he's very north. Is that what's going on? Is it like colder northern sir? I have a brother in Oklahoma. I have a sister and cousin in Texas. I got relatives in Texas too, but I don't went to. I trained from National Harbor. Okay, Bridget. Well, Matt's on here. Are you going to the event? I'm going there too. I'm going. They bought my ticket. I'm going. Oh, he's in the pan. Are you in the panhandle, Duan? I love geography talk and weather talk. I love that on here we could just totally talk. I love that this show we talk about anything. I don't know about anything. I love it. So yeah, Bridget, Matt's on here from Spectrum, so that's so funny. So I'll be there, Bridget. Get to meet me. If you want a hug, I have a hug ready for you. If you want. If you don't, I can shake your hand. I respect everybody's boundaries. I like meeting the fans. I like meeting people and see and hearing what they have to say. It's a lot of fun. You guys have a whole different perspective. You guys see it through a different lens than I see everything. So I like to talk to you guys, especially in person. Talk to you guys and have that conversation. Like the Zooms too, they're fun. Our Zoom went on 4 hours on Friday. You guys, it was good too. 4 hours. It was good. Yes, he's in a panhandle beating for ashes. So the panhandle, is that colder over there? It was fun. We had a good time. We talked about everything. I loved it. 4 hours, lower 4 hours. I mean, it could have gone. I had to take care of Miss Mother. I already called her this morning. She's getting her hair did. She's getting her twist back in. So she's getting her hair did. So I caught up with her. We had our business this morning. Like for me, I talk to her every morning and usually every evening. Sometimes several times during the day, depending on what's going on, if we're handling business. Just a regular day where I'm not really handling any major business, the morning and the evening. I check in with her in the morning, check in with her in the evening. My brother goes by there, and so I have various family members and stuff that are throughout the day taking care of other things for her. But I'm the one that we talk about all the business of the day. We sent my sister stuff too, so I haven't seen it. No, I haven't seen it. Duan and fellow travelers, they're a black gay couple. I thought I saw a poster or something. Let me know. Yeah, I know. I can't really do you a favor. I don't know any of those people. I can't really ask him anything. I know you always ask me every time, Luis. I don't know them. So I wish I know you live so far away. I don't know any of them. I can't do anything for you on that. I know you always ask, but I know nothing I can do about that. Laura B. Hi, Laura B. Laura B. Laura B. Laura B. Laura B. Or Laura. So I should say Laura B. Sorry, I don't say Laura. Laura B. Laura B. Laura B. I'm just sitting here like, oh, I'm trying to get warm. Drinking my coffee, my Starbucks veranda blend. I bought this with Flobo. We bought this at I think it was at Ross. And I love it now. So okay. I just, for me, I'm tired of seeing white gay guys. I see enough of them in my life. I don't need to see any more on screen. I need to see men of color, gay men of color on screen. That's just how I am these days. Ooh, Laura B. Is that an alias? Is that an alias? Oh, I won't ask you for your real name. Everybody has their names and handles for reasons, but that's good to know. That's not your real name. Oh, I love it. It's an alias. But I still want to pronounce whatever it is, whatever name you put up correctly. I still want to pronounce it whatever correctly. So I think it's Laura. It's like Laura, right? It'd be Laura. Yes, it is. And yeah, I love it. Oh, I love it. Yeah, I mean, I need to see gay men of color on screen on my screen these days. I'm tired of seeing just the same old just white men falling in love. I'm tired of that. I need to see other stuff. There's more than gay white men out there. There is other. I mean, like lots of other. So I've been seeking out movies and TV shows of all different men's of colors out there around the world, and there's some really great stories out there. That's kind of what I go to. I did watch that Red, White, and Blue, whatever movie. And it was kind of cute. I will say that. It was kind of cute. I know it was white folks, but it was kind of cute. Vampire is an Irish couple. Is there a new series on it? I mean years ago I saw the movie years ago, but is there a new series or a new movie out? I don't know nothing. You guys got to fill me in, Duan. I don't know what that means. I know they're remaking everything these days. I can't keep up. I can't keep up. I can't. Like I think I just lost some viewers by my statements. It went down to like, oh my god, you lost some viewers. I don't care. That's how I feel. Shit, I'm black man. I want to see. I want to see. I want to see some other things on my screen. Well, it was funny, Laura, that at that funeral, their one scene they had together had so much in that scene. And they're both not on screen anymore. They're both gone. They got rid of all the gay men on General Hospital. So I would have loved to see it. I would love that. Where's Brad? I would love to see all that. They're gone. So there's a series called Interview with the Vampire. Lewis is like, what channel, what streaming service channel is it on? Do on? So I'm learning something new. I'm learning something new today. No idea. Learn something new. I had no idea. I just want to see diverse storytelling. So that's why I'm sorry. I'm tired of accepting what I get. So luckily, we have the power. We all have the power. We all have the power to not watch certain things or watch certain things. It's supply and demand. They'll keep making stuff that people will tune into. So, and if no one else complains or says nothing or whatever, then the things will stay the same always. Yes, Lura B, exactly. That's what I can relate to. Something called AMC. Oh, it's on AMC. Oh, it's so beautiful. He's good. No, he's good looking. I agree. He's good looking. Nothing against him as an actor. Nothing against him as an actor. He started out on soaps. Big fan. But I'm just like I've seen enough of that already. But I do. I will look it up and get back to you on that. I'll look it up. And so that's like we good. Okay. Just said I like to, there's some beautiful black men out there and beautiful Latino men out there and beautiful Asian men out there and beautiful South Asian men out there and beautiful Middle Eastern men out there. There's some really great works that gay works out there from around the world that just aren't getting seen big enough. And there's some great. So I tell people go out there and check this stuff out. There's stuff out there. People are making it. There's stuff out there. It's not getting the same attention or the same. You don't mean my soapbox every morning. I get the same stuff. So I'm just saying there's some stuff out there that is out there. People are making it, just not I guess seeing it. I just had to say it. I just had to say it. You guys are all like, we love Matthew Balmer. Okay, now turn into a Matthew Balmer appreciation post. Okay, you guys can have your moments. You guys all go ahead and have your moments. I'm not into him that much. I mean, he's good looking, but I'm not into him that much. So you guys can all have your moment. I'll let you guys have it's a safe space. Have your Matthew Balmer appreciation moment. I know you all understand what I'm saying, so I'm not going to take it. I'm not even going to take it that way at all. Yes, I know you guys understand what I mean by what I'm saying. So you guys have your crush moment. Your moment on him. Yes, Laura, I do. I want to see somebody relate to. And when they say same. It's like, but he's cute. I know but he's cute. I'm like, no, it's not. That's still not good. It's not good because then they'll still get cast and stuff, and that's it. I'm not here taking anybody's money. My thing is still offer those things. That's fine, but can we offer something else too of equal value? At the same time, we don't get enough anyway. Yeah. I can't say it about black folks because black folks, there's enough black programming out there. There's plenty. Latino programming, there's plenty. So there's some good shows out there too. So I can't even say that anymore. It's the gay stuff still. I'm like, what is going on with the gay stuff? The other stuff's fine. Black, there's plenty of options. But the gay stuff is not enough options. I'm like, God bless America. It's still white on white. I'm like, what happened? These horrible movies or ones that ugh. Exactly, Laura. They both my episode today of GH Dirty Deeds is out today. It's an audio only episode. And it's called The Importance of Lucas and Why He Is Needed. So listen to it. It's not video, but it's audio. So wherever you get your audio, take a listen to it. It's out now. GH Dirty Deeds. Listen to it. And I talk about that. I talk about that. Both Felix and Lucas both are already on the show. We need a male nurse on the show because it's General Hospital. And he actually has history. So like, why aren't we showcasing him more on there? What do you do? I mean, like an epiphany on them. He's been on the show for a long time. I like my bread toasted. Like I said, and trust me, I've dated many white folk, and my kids wouldn't be here. None of them would be here. I wouldn't be here. So I'm not against interracial. I'm just saying I just need to see on my screens a little more diversity. That's all I need. And I go, okay. Like I said, in other areas, we got plenty of options. But it seems like in the gay area, we still don't have all those options. Serious, because my brother is evil. I didn't watch White Collar, so I've heard of it, but I didn't. I saw my shows. I didn't watch it. You know, I mean, and trust me, beauty is beauty. I totally get it. If someone's beautiful, I mean, you know, me and my Don Diamants and all that. I mean, they're just. I mean, I get it. I get it. But in terms of entertainment, yes, Beauty for Ashes. What happened to Logo? That's exactly an MTV backs channel, and it's just reruns of Golden Girls and shit and Will and Grace. I'm like, what happened? There's so many. They came out with a bunch of stuff, and it was like, here we go. They should have reached out to other creators. They could have allies. I mean, it should have been a 24-hour gay channel or LGBTQIA plus channel. There's so much. Trust me, there's plenty to mine from that. You know me. Again, if I could start a SoapNet or LGBTQ channel, whatever, I would start one, and I know what I would do. There'd be so much content. It'll be pouring out of your ears. So much content. I don't know. Because it was for aesthetic reasons first. No one cares. The executives don't care. It was all just for. There was a streaming channel that came out for a minute called. Why I'm blanking out the name? Shit. Oh my God. The name's on the tip of my tongue. My coffee hasn't kicked in yet. Hi, Megan. Um, it was started by Al. He started a channel. I'm blinking out on it. That's what I have to look it up. It's going to kill me. It's not there anymore, but it started out as this kind of grassroots, all-purpose kind of channel, and I loved it. They had programming I loved. Al Gore channel. Because it is Current TV. That's what it was. Current TV launched in 2005 and left 2012. And it was Al Gore and Joel High. I love that channel. It had great programming about things we care about, funny, everything. I met so many people. People I know through that channel. I know Megan McCain was on it for a minute. That's not like Megan McCain, but Jason Silva, Max Lugovic, all these people. I loved that concept. It took 7 years and then just died. That was like I love where it's just programming, 24-hour programming that just was like stuff that you could care about. And yeah, that's the deal. You saw Will and Grace on Logo. I mean, I love you some Will and Grace, you know that. But you can watch Will and Grace on Hulu. You can watch it on this. You can watch it everywhere else. But I'm like, come on, look, that's one thing you can have the reruns on because they're gay. But let's have some reruns. There are other gay shows that I wonder are sitting on a shelf somewhere that they just never they could read. There was one show called It's All Relative. There was The New Normal. Let's rerun those also. There were some great shows that lasted a season or two Let's show them. That's not, see, that's yeah. But see, I care about it. There are folks who just don't care about it. They just don't. It's they thought of it as a money maker. They make money at first, and that's it. I mean, that's I mean, it's this. So I don't know. Hi, Tracy Stevens. Okay, so let me do my little thing. I've been on for 30 minutes. Let me do my spiel. This is JLJ this morning. Hit the like button, kids. That's the thumbs up. I have 7 people watching. I have 9 likes. Just some more likes if you're in here. Let me say forget when they come in here, and that's fine. So, oops. Like, I have 11 likes now. Perfect. Yeah, go to Hulu. They have Cougar Town. They have Trophy Wife. They have a lot of stuff on Hulu. It's really good. My computer's doing something weird. Okay, give me a second. Computer's something weird. Okay. So I'm trying to raise some money. I already got I got a nice little chunk from Tony JC. Thank you. So I'm going to tell you it is put it in here. Oh my god, I can't get it. I can't type. So I take PayPal, and that's go to Hulu. Okay, yeah, Cougar Town. Stop talking, James. Okay. These different ways you can give: PayPal, Venmo. I'm trying to learn how to make sure I promote myself. CashAPP. And I did Zelle or not Zelle. I can't type. My fingers are frozen. I can't type. Also, I have jljmedia.threadless.com. I posted some stuff yesterday. Mugs, pillows, shirts, jackets. We also have buymeacoffee.com, which we also have podcasts over there. I have 2 podcasts over there that are just on that channel. So there's some JLJ content out there with guests and stuff on them, only on buymeacoffee.com. So all you have to do is buy me 1 coffee, and it unlocks all of that for the rest of your life. You just lose that stuff every time you come in. Then of course Patreon. Now Patreon, I have added a new tier. It is the $50 tier, and that one gives you free entry to all the Zooms that month. As long as you pay that $50 tier, you get whether I have 3 or 10 or whatever, no matter what price, you get it for free, and a free 30 minutes with me if you want it. So that's Cougar Town, one of my favorite shows. So that too. So Cougar Town. So Patreon.com also. I also have links to all my music or my commercials, all my voice work. SoundCloud by James Lott Jr. It's free. I mean, it's free. So that. And all my books are on Amazon. So I have books on Amazon. Books. All my books are there too. I'm trying to think. Of course, I'm saying, did I miss anything? I'm trying to make sure did I miss anything. I think I got everything right. I'm trying to learn how to make sure I promote everything. A lot of help.com. Also, there's that. And yeah, I think it's everything so far I can think of. I probably forgot something, but we'll get it going. But I'll make sure that's everything that's going on in James Lott Jr. world. You can support so many different ways. It's a lot of fun. I have a lot of content everywhere. Patreon, I have content on there too. I have all the 5 random questions from all the stars, and it's a lot series is on the Patreon. So I tell you a story about my life. I don't tell anybody else anywhere else. It's I give you product everywhere you go. You get product that's just for that thing. So that's what I always do. Now SoundCloud has all my music, and even though I'm everywhere else, I'm on Spotify and Google and I have all that, but I have some albums that are only released on SoundCloud, so you can hear all my music and stuff on there. You know, I do a lot of stuff. I just finished writing 4 songs, and I just finished recording 3 different shows. Always being creative, always creative. And make sure, of course, I think everybody in this room already is. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. My subscriber count is going up. Is going up. Is going up. Is going up. So thank you, everybody. Do you want to say something about? Okay, so the interview of a vampire. You asked me a question earlier. Let me see what's going on. Let me go back up. Let me go back up. So I thought you want to ask me a question or something about that. So I'm gonna go back down the thing. I was like to answer everybody's questions. Brad, who knows? Um, I think what I think with the interview. That's what I think with the interview with the vampire. They didn't cast a black guy and a real Frenchman because they wanted two names. Like, well, of course, yeah, that's of course. I agree with you on that. Okay. I think no, do I? I think you just did change it. I can't see it, but I think you just did change. I can't see it. It's too small. Well, look, I'll just look it up. I'll look it up. Siri, Interview with the Vampire, the TV series.
Here's Interview with the Vampire.
Okay. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Okay. Oh. See, she's so pleasant to me. Here's I get a good picture. Oh, I see what it looks like. Okay. Jacob Anderson, Sam Reed, Eric Bogosian's in it. Okay. TV series. All right. So it's been out since 2022. Okay. Yeah, it's on AMC, right? And it says returning in 2024. Jacob Anderson as Louis de Pont du Lac. Let's see what he looks like. Okay. Jacob Anderson is British. He's from Britain. He's 33 years old. He's a baby. He's married to an aceling. Okay, you're aceling. Okay. And he's also a rapper. Oh my God, that's so funny. They have a daughter. Him and Aceling have a daughter. But yeah, he's a rapper. A rapper singer. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many of these things. He was great. Oh, okay. Okay. So now Tony's talking my language because I watched Game of Thrones. So that was my show. So I mean that's it. Now I can relate to that. Anyway, so that's good. Okay, good. Okay. There's so much on TV. I don't know what's going on. There's so much. And rest in peace to Alec from All My Children. He passed away. He was 50 years old. He played Del Henry. He actually was on a show called I Want to Be a Soap Star, which I talk about in today's episode of All My Children after show, which is out. And how that series is on SoapNet. Oh, SoapNet. Speaking of, I mean, now we got current TV, Logo, SoapNet, all just like fell apart and didn't fulfill what their whole points were. And you guys already know, if I could bring back a SoapNet, I would. If I had the money or the backing, I would bring it back in a heartbeat. And I would program the whole thing. I program it. HBO, yes, it was HBO. Yeah, it was good. Game of Thrones was the bomb. That show, Game of Thrones, was like Oz. Those of you remember Oz, HBO? Oz, it was like every episode, someone could just get killed in a minute. And that's it. A major character. That's it. We did. That's it. Um, and like that show gave you shocks and all every week. Like the soaps could learn from them. They gave you soapy drama and they give you twists. Oh, everybody's, oh yes, of course. The legendary Bill Hayes passed away also. I posted my tribute to him on social media. I had for those who didn't know, for Tradition Days, Day of Days, I got to interview him and Julie. And I got or Susan Seaforth Hayes. And I got a chance to ask them all these questions that I've ever wanted to ask them. The same with Christian Alfonso. I get to ask people, all these questions. Hey, Joanne, leave me alone. Well, right, Tony writes. There you go, Tony. Yes, I kind of agree. Yeah, I agree with you. But no, it is, and that ending, Tony. Right, anyway, I digress. Back to Bill Hayes for a second. A legend, first of all. But here's the thing: being next, I have on camera Bill and Susan, and Bill saying, "I look too young to be a grandfather," and everything. And I was like, they said it. They could have not been sweeter. They worked together so well, especially on press junkets. They finished each other's sentences. They knew what to do with each other. You could just tell that they loved each other. There's some couples out there, that you're like, they belong together. There's certain couples in your life, you're like, they belong together no matter what, they belong together. And you could tell they loved each other immensely. He loved his wife. That's why I wrote, he loved his life, he loved his wife. Bill Hazley did. And Susan, a little younger than he is, I'm sure she, like my mom and her older husband, probably knew that chances are this would happen. He lived a full life. He had no complaints. So my heart goes out to her, especially. My mom was saying too, she totally gets it, obviously, from last year. But yeah, my heart goes out to Susan, because I just know no matter how this happens, they were together all the time. And Homeboy was possessed by the devil in 1998. His character on Days of Life, he acted his ass off. He did a great job. When he said, "Yeah, I pushed that bitch," I was like, I remember watching it live time. I'm like, the builder said I pushed that bitch. I'm like, what? And I was like, oh my God. And then it turned out he was the devil. I'm like, it was so good. It was so good. It was unexpected. And he was still acting until he was 98. So that tells you good living, good loving. I mean, so I posted my tributes on social media. I had the honor. I got to ask them about them showing, because Jug and Julie were a huge super couple in the 70s. I posted the Time magazine. There was no soap stars on Time magazine at that time. Luke and Laura came later. They were first. I recreated that with my friend Jen years later, and so that's out there too. And then they were in Close Encounters of the Third Kind. It was Days of Our Lives. And there's Doug and Julie, and so I had to ask them about that, which is one of my favorite movies. I mean, Close Encounters gets me every time. And just how big they were. They seriously were. They were huge at a time when there was like 23 soaps on the air, and they were huge. And Julie was the original Sammy. That's why I love how she was able to tell Sammy stuff, because she was the bad girl. Julie was the bad girl. But anyway, but Doug Hayes was a Davy Crockett song, like in the 50s. He was a huge music star, and then screen and stage, and he just was Doug. And Doug had a lot of story in the 70s and 80s. So, and he was Hope's daddy. My favorite character, Hope's daddy, so of course. So yeah, so anyway, rest in peace to him. Tony makes up a good point. With Game of Thrones, you have to watch it over again because there's so much going on, that you don't know you miss. It's usually in the conversations that carries it. Game of Thrones, because I watched some episodes over again. Game of Thrones was First of all, appointment television. It was appointment television. But it reminded me of shows like Veep, shows like Homeland, where you have to watch it. You can't. Some shows you can passively watch and still get the gist of the story. No, you have to watch, you have to listen, you have to pay attention. There's stuff going on in the background, there's stuff going on over here. You have to watch. And I like that. Sometimes I want to show, you know, well, this show, I agree with you, Tony, completely. Completely. Oh, on a whole different note, I want to give them a shout out. Thatgrapejuice.net. Thatgrapejuice.net. Whoever the chick was, did a great job at the Emmy, the Golden Globes, and got Kelsey Grammer over to her, and she got to ask about girlfriends. I know I do the girlfriends after show, and I'm waiting. And I saw the clip posted on several different. I saw it on Jill Marie Jones. I saw it on Persia White. And I saw it on Golden Brooks pages. They reposted it. Girlfriends reboots. Kelsey wants it to happen and putting some stuff together. He said this time, I some other interviews, this is what he said. He wants it with Jill Marie Jones. He wants to make sure she wants to do it. She said, yeah, she wants to do it. But he was like, we can't do it without her. It's like, he wants to know how they are now. This is 20 years later. Tony, I mean, her coming back, we got to find out, like, what happened, like, what's going on. And little Morgan's like a teenager at this point. And same with William. William wants to be back too. Like, I love he said he has to be with the four girls. The four girls have to be back together. And all the girls are like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So I am very, very excited to hear that there's some momentum. Frasier is back. So I'm like there. But the game came back several times, right? And was even bigger than it was on the network TV. So I never got into the game. That's fine with me. But Girlfriends, it had no ending. It just ended because of the writer's strike. It just ended. Never got a proper ending. And I think it would, at least, if we can't get like a 2-hour movie, at the very least, I would love to have a limited series. Because Homeboy just brought back Frasier. And I like Frasier. I like the new Frasier. I like it. So with this one, let's find out where all the four ladies are at this point. Let's see. And William, where are they at this point? I have ideas, kind of, but instead of kicking around ideas and stuff, so I'm very excited. I hope this happens. I really do. Bridget asked me, "Did you?" I'm assuming you're saying, "Did you like that they changed Kelly's to Bobby's?" Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with it. I have no attachment to the place, so for me, it's fine. I know I thought it would be Spencer's too at first, Lori, but this Spencer's gifts. Thought maybe it's a little too weird. So there you go. And Bobby's is fine. I have no problem with that. Because the Kellys, all the Kellys are gone. Rose, they're all gone. They have no attachment to General Hospital at this point. I don't mind. Cheers. Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder. Yeah, okay. I was about this for years. Here's my little cheer story. I didn't recognize this until till the reruns. For years, Norm's entrance was legendary, right? He would come in, Norm. Then they would say, "Well, how's it hanging?" He's like to the left or whatever. It's like, "What's shaking?" 5 chins and 4 stomachs, right? Like he always had a funny before he sat down. I didn't realize all these years that when Diane was on the show, played by Shelley Long, they would go, Norm, and she'd go, Norman. And then they'd ask the question. For some reason, I always skipped over that part. Norm, Norman. I never realized that. She did every single time when she was at the bar. I never realized that. I was like, that's so things you pick up on. Speaking of Tony about catching things, I was like, oh, she says that every time. Norman. You know, I didn't realize that. So anyway, but that's a that whole famous thing of Norm walking in, like, no, they Norm. He always had the greatest comebacks. But there was one who's like, he's like, yeah, how's it shaking? He's like, what's shaking? 4 chins and 5 stomachs, or like, or so it's like something hilarious like that. He has some of the best, oh my god, the best one-liners with that. That show was lightning in a bottle. And the thing about Cheers that's amazing is when someone in real life died or left the show, the replacement was just as good. For the coach dying in real life, they brought on Woody. It worked. Diane leaves, Rebecca comes in. It worked. So it worked. And Diane was a proper lady, exactly. She was a proper, exactly, Norman. I just never heard that part. Here's another weird thing, folks. For you older folks in the room, there's a song by but that's that's my favorite of Rodney Dangerfield. It's a doggy dog world. I'm wearing milk bone underwear. I love those things. All right. Anyway, here we go. Another thing for you older folks in the room, and I would say if you're in your 40s or up, you might know this. There's a song that went to #1 in the 70s. It's instrumental. And it was by the Average White Band. I never knew until I caught it. The name of the song is called "Pick Up the Pieces." I never really realized. I just know it's the name of the song. She had the album. The album's called "Cut the Cake" or whatever, like something. I never knew that parts of the song they go, "Pick up the pieces." Pick up the pieces. I never realized that until 30, 40 years later. I'm like, they say pick up the pieces in the song. Right? I know the song. Just like do the hustle. You always say do the hustle. Do the hustle. Like I knew that one. But like I just like they say pick up the pieces. They said it a couple of times. Like, oh, got it. Things you'll pay attention to. Because you remember back in the 70s and 80s, there were a lot of instrumentals that became really big hits. A lot of instrumentals. If you're not on Twitter or X, as it's known, and follow Dan Kroll from Soap Central, Friday nights he always does this countdown. He just picks a week in a year and does a top 40 and posts it on there. It's hilarious commentary. He does the 80s. And there was one song, he's like, I was waiting for you, James, to say something. I was waiting for you to say something. I was like, of course I do. I think it was There's nothing going on but the rent. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be. Like, it's like, he posted, of course I had a comment on that one. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. We does it every Friday night. So if you're on X at Friday night, just something for you to think of if you're on X Friday nights. So it's kind of fun. Check that out. But yeah, it's a doggy dog world. I'm wearing milk bone and the rest of my favorite lines of the 80s. My favorite lines. Matt, let's real. I love that. I love that one. Always. I was watching some old not Police Squad. Oh my God. There was Airplane in the other one. God, anyway, watching Leslie Nielsen do his thing. Now it's getting a little warm in here. Let me take off the late jackets. Woo! I'm finally getting warm. I love it. I'm like, I was fucking freezing earlier. Ow, my arm just popped. Over there. There we go. The K line. It's here in Los Angeles. Ow, it's a metro line. But yeah, so yeah, it's funny how you don't catch things until later sometimes. Just go back to Tony JC's things. So sometimes you just don't catch stuff. We used to always watch. My daughter and I used to always watch the background of like those parody movies or whatever. So another teen movie. there's a whole there's so another not another teen movie, which is a parody of all the teen movies of the 90s. There is these two guys. They're always in the background. They're never in the foreground. And they dress in different outfits in every scene. But they're always in the background. They're like stoners in one, reggae Rastafari in another. They're in every they're like almost every major scene when they have background. They're there. And it's just hilarious. It's like that is we always like to say, look at the background, look at the background, look at what they're doing in the background. And some of the stuff in the background, because that was thinking about like Airplane, you have to watch those over because there's a million things going on in those movies too. Oh, Airplane had some. I mean, Airplane. It's not Police Squad. It was I'm like, why am I blanking out of Nice Beaver just had it stuffed? Why am I blanking out? Why Naked Gun? Thank you, Naked Gun. Those movies have so much going on, and they posted one of my favorite scenes in the movie where Lily grabs somebody's one hand so she can't slap him, grabs the other hand, and his other hand just slaps him from somewhere else. He's like, the third hand cover makes you laugh every time. But Airplane's my favorite movies of all time. So I mean, there's just a million brilliant scenes in there that are just amazing. So that's just me. I also like slapsticky stuff. I do, but I think Airplane and Naked Gun and Police Squad and all those. They're so because Leslie Nielsen's so deadpan. They're silly, but there's actually a lot of clever stuff in there. There's a lot of clever stuff in these movies. And people who show up in the movies, the whole Kareem Abdul-Jabbar stuff is very. If you watch basketball, you would get all the references. The whole Lakers, like it's literally very smart stuff in there. Oh, Howard Jarvis thing in there with the meter running Prop 13. If you're in Los Angeles, in LA, or California, you knew that whole thing. I like my coffee black like my men. All that stuff. And if you watch any of the airport movies, there it is. Because there's times I've seen Airplanes so much that when I see Airport 77 or Airport 79 or Airport, I'm like, oh my God, it's like they're parodies of Airplane. I'm like, oh no. It's like Leslie Nielsen was the bomb. He was the perfect guy with that white hair, like he was always old, that white hair, and he played it so straight laced that I wish you could see bloopers. I wish there were bloopers on it because I'm sure there's some stuff that went on there. But it was amazing stuff. So anyway, just kind of, may he rest in peace. And those movies led to all of the hot shots. I guess Charlie Sheen, another one. Charlie Sheen did a great job too. He was hilarious in those movies. He was hilarious. I like Hot Shots Part 2. I like those movies. And then of course the Scary Movie franchise. The Scary Movie because of they worked out. They're all hilarious. It's to be straight laced in a comedy, to be the straight man in a comedy film is not easy. To be the straight man and be funny being the straight man in a comedy film is even harder. Hi, Miss Crystal. It's even harder. I mean, that just takes. And I remember, and I know a little bit of something about that because in my scene in Studio City, episode 2, season 2, against Sean Kanan's character, I had to play it straight. I had to be like the guy. I was just being this relentless host, just like just whatever. And that's and Sean got to be the one that was out of control. But me and my co-host, we couldn't be that way. We had to like stay. Hi, Crystal Bush. Crystal, the other day you got accidentally exiled by accident. I was trying to get rid of that other person, and you got it back, and I couldn't change it back. So sorry, couldn't change it back. But yes, I have a drinking problem pouring in his ear. I mean, it's silly, but there's some real clever stuff in there. There's real clever stuff in there. What's a hospital? A big building with sick people in it, but that's not important right now. Or what was the other one? All together is so we got. It's a different kind of flight altogether. It's a different kind of flight. I mean, they all say the same time. Like there are certain things even I didn't get the first couple times I watched it. I got it like a little later. It's just so much. Okay, now some soap opera stuff. Okay, let's just go on. Her Cardi and Poppy are dating and something's on Instagram. I have, I've never. It's yeah. I thought Bill and Poppy went on. I thought Bill and Poppy. I didn't heard anything about Carter. It's funny. Both Crystals coming at the same time. Crystal Bush and Crystal Hopkins. All the Crystals come in. Yeah, that was it. Was I was trying because you guys were right near each other. I was trying. It was moving. The show was moving. I was trying to get that person out of there, and it was really weird. Um, Bizarro World versus James. Yeah, season 2, episode 2 of Steel City. It's me. And I had so many people were like, "Oh my god, I've done some acting here and there. I'm not an actor, but I'm just acting here and there, here and there. Yes, but yes, I'm still trying. I'm still trying to raise a little money. Tony JC gave today, so thank you. I do take Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, and PayPal. Any little amount works. Doesn't matter if it's $1, $5. I'll take it. Does not matter. I'm trying to raise a little money today. Give what you can. I'll take it. Who got blocked for what? I don't want to bring it up. I just want to make sure this person who's in chat knows it was an accident. It was an accident. I'm not here to. I don't want to blow it all up again. It was an accident. Yes, we just. Oh my god, we just finished talking about him. So yes, we just finished talking about him. So if you go back and watch earlier, I did a whole thing on him. I gave my tribute to him online. So I don't know if you saw that. But that's great. He lived a lot, 98 years. We can only be so lucky to live that long, right? We can only be so lucky to live 98 years, and he was good. He had a good life. He had a good life. Um, but yeah, but yes, it was. Those movies had lots of smarts in them. So now it's like we can get our TV shows do the same thing. Is it for cleaning your fireplace? I don't know what that. Oh no! Oh yeah, no, the money. No, sorry. Give me a second. No, remember I was telling you guys I have to wait. He's totally booked. I have to wait till like probably late spring, early summer to call. He's booked solid. There's several people I've called. They're booked. They're booked solid. Until then, I don't know how long. I don't know how long it takes to I have no idea, but they're all booked. But tomorrow, I'm getting my part of this money is being raised to help me get the locksmith over to help me get my lock open at my storage unit. I got to finish in there. Crystal's busy with her pies. Yeah. Well, she's done now. She's on here now. That's right. Bill Hayes was Doug Williams, Hope's father, Julie's husband on Days of Our Lives. He just passed away at 98. Lady from the Honeymoon was past 90. She was 99. Oh, okay. I didn't watch Honeymooners, so okay. But he was on Days of Our Lives. Thank you, Miss Bonnie. That does help. Thank you, Miss Bonnie. Bonnie just gave a donation. It does help. No, it totally helps. I said any amount helps. That's why I always say 100 pennies equal a dollar. Just trust me, it all gets there. Thank you, Miss Bonnie. I appreciate that. It does help. Totally does help. Thank you. It's a lot. But yeah, the fireplace I have to wait till spring or summer. I'll probably film it because that's content. I've never. Yes. Thank you, Beauty for Ashes. Thank you. Yes, thank you. You know me, Beauty. I'll handle it. But, I try to be I try to be very good, respectful, or whatever. I do my best. Thank you for saying that. I actually watch a lot older movies because they tend to have better writing than shows in the That's very true. I feel like sometimes real chances were made back in the day. They're not just not taken anymore. I know that nowadays there's mass production. I'm a mass producer myself. Mass production, get it out, get it out, get it out. And there's so many channels and streaming services now. I just know that Oh yeah, Crystal would have. Yes, Crystal would have. Yes, that's funny. Um, I know that I don't watch Tubi. Who watches Tubi? Because someone keeps posting these very hilarious movies on Tubi. Like they leave mistakes in, and I there was one where somebody's hairstyle kept changing in the scene. They flashed back, and like it was like it's not a parody, like it was for real. So I'm like, um, but they're posting them. I know I have Tubi somewhere on my thing. I don't even watch it. I don't know. I heard that. Well, I also heard that. Now I should be shady. Well, it's Shady Sunday, right? It is Shady Sunday. I guess I could be a little shady. I just not from me, but from things I've heard. I've heard that some of the shows on All Black Channel are kind of iffy too, and I just have to laugh. I just feel like I don't care what the name of the channel is. You can't put out quality products. Nothing's perfect. You know, I'll put out great product, but it's like exactly. Stop. It's has some character development. Oh, Tony, she had a nice piece of apple pie last night. That's right, Tony. She's like, take that, Tony. Take it. It's an inside joke, you guys. They said a Bay is on Tubi. Okay, guys, I don't watch it, but I just know that someone's posting these hilarious movie pieces that are just like, what? Oh my god! So I don't know. It's become. But I just feel like there's so many channels out there. You can put out good products still. I mean, you can put out decent products still, whether it's good or not. I know, Laura. I know exactly. Well, to answer your question, Laura, I have no feelings yet about the shelter because the storyline is so infrequent. I don't even know. I was going to wait and see how where it goes before I actually comment. Because I don't have any feeling for anything for it. I'm just waiting to see what's. So, so to me, but I'm thinking, beauty I keep like that. I feel like it's the butt of all jokes. So, and my guy Byron Allen, who you know I love, all his programming ain't the greatest either. But, and however, comma, he puts out good stuff. Oh, side note, check out Audition Days is on today. Our soap block comes back in 2 weeks. We still have 2 more weeks. We come back. Oh, no, we come back next week. Oh shit, we come back next week. Oh, like, dang it. It's 14th. We're back next week. I said so about that. Back next week. Way back next week. And with that. But Tony Moore is on today. Edition Days, they're on today at 3 o'clock. Check them out. They were talking about it. So, but I never watched you. But you know, they're gonna be. I don't. I'm like, yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's kind of. I don't. I should just tune in one day. There's so many streaming services, you guys. I remember when Netflix first started. I remember being in my kitchen with my brother JR and us having a talk going, this is just the beginning. This is just beginning. Okay. Got it. And so it's yeah. And I'm just like, it's yeah. It's everywhere now. There are channels I even heard Bounce TV. I had a friend who had a show on Bounce. Um, of course, then all the other channels have like their BET Plus, BET Her, Leo has something like they all have. I mean, there's a million channels. And JLJ Media. No, I would love to be able. Well, I mean, all YouTube channels, as well as programming. I actually would love to have a channel, a streaming channel, JLJ Media channel, JLJ TV. I would, but who knows? That could be in the future. I like physical media. Well, I like physical media. I like albums and CDs and tapes. So I do too. I do too. I agree with you on that. Yesterday, one of my favorite record stores in the Valley had a huge sale. It was like 49 cents for CDs, DVDs, and Blu-ray. It was half off albums and vinyl. Like it was an amazing sale. An amazing sale. Amazing sale. Hi, Lawler CW. How are you? I CL, CW. I'm on TV shows and channels. Like Laura CL, good morning. I think my coffee is dead. I'm going to grab some juice. I saw you and him walking in the rain. That's Orange Juice Jones. I will be right back. You guys talk about General Hospital. It's all right. It's fine. Oh, it is. It is overcast outside. It is cold. Everything. Yeah, I heard Best Buy's gonna stop doing physical media too. I heard that also. I did. I heard that. That's what I heard too. That's fine. Fuck Best Buy. Go to go to regular mom and pop video and record stores. There's, I mean, in my neighborhood, in LA, there's a million of them. In Southern California, Northern California, Central California. I don't know where you live. Look them up. There are a lot of mom and pops out there, or pop and pops. It's going to get it. That's right. Get a cornflake without the milk. Um, Folks, seriously, go to your local people. Okay, she said she don't bake pies, she eat pies, but I don't think so. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Chris was like, she don't make no pies. Well, Crystal Bush, or it's Crystal Hawkins, Crystal Bush. Crystal Bush, we have a very excellent point. Here's something interesting, Crystal. You say that. So one of my favorite bands, I went to listen to one of their songs, it was gone on Spotify. Gone. I have music that's gone on Spotify, but still on iHeartRadio and still on Apple and still on Google. I'm like, it's still there. I'm like, I have several albums that are just gone from Spotify. Don't know why. And it happened to Flobo, one of his songs, Alone in the Club, it just took it off. He had to fight to get back on. That's the problem. And there's some that have like there's one song by Miguel called Kaleidoscope Dream. I actually now have it on album. But I love that song. Was that song for some reason was like banned in this country. I just something was odd. Couldn't listen to it. So you are high Vita worship. So you, Crystal, are correct. It's that you kind of feel like you own the song, like you buy the song or you download it. Oh my god, somebody's oh my god, wait. Um Song, and you think you have it. Unless you really have it downloaded and off your computer on some kind of hard drive somewhere, you don't have that song. You're right. You have it, but you don't have it. And that's what's crazy. And so for me, I'm a big Prince fan. And anything Prince related artists. But also, there are a lot of things that are not released on streaming. Not everything's on streaming. Oh my God. I'm trying to talk. Not everything is on streaming. So that's also another thing. It's not on streaming. So there are certain things, certain albums and songs I like. Luckily, I have them on. What do I have them on? It's 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 crazy. It's crazy. Oh my God, I'm gonna show you guys something. Let me do a little show and tell. Okay. So when I was a young man in my early 20s, this version of this song came out that I loved, and it's not released on any streaming service. And I play it all. I love it all the time. I love it. Not far long ago, I found it on 12-inch. It's Diana Ross's "Love Hangover," but the 1999 version, and it has the mixes I want. But it was remixed for Stop Aiken Waterman. It was remixed, and it's a promo. So it's like promo only. But it's from 1989, and I found it. So now, so what's funny, Crystal Bush, Crystal Ball. I used to have Crystal Ball. I used to have the 4 or 5 CD set. I can't find it. It could be in my. It could be in. It could be in my storage unit as I continue to go through there, right? So I'm looking, but I want it again. I've been recollecting. I have a list of print stuff that I have already. Then I have all the print stuff I don't have. So I've been going and refilling that, and some of it's hard to find. Some of it's out of print. Some of it's hard to find. It's not either. It's like, but a lot of stuff is not on streaming service. For example, I got the Diamonds and Pearls new deluxe set. It's the 8 CD disc sets with the booklet and everything. Online on streaming, they just have the 2 disc set on there. So you have the regular version of the album that's remastered, and you have some of the B-side stuff. That's it. This one has all the songs recorded around that same time period and a whole booklet. Like it's huge. I spent the money. I got it. I know she's a Prince fan. So again, streaming, you're getting pieces of it. In your hands, you have the whole thing. So I think that's the difference. Well, yeah, I mean, you can pull from licensing and stuff, but my whole thing is it's there 1 minute, gone the next. It's there 1 minute, it can be gone the next. Where here, and see, I was smart. I was a record collector from way back. So whenever Prince put something out, I bought it right away. And whenever a Prince related project would come out, like a Carmen Electra or The Family, Shai Khan or whatever, I bought it too. So I have some I have rare Prince stuff that I know I could sell it for for hundreds of dollars. Now I tell myself, if I ever get super poor one day, I'll sell it. But now I'm holding on to it. I have some really rare Prince stuff, Prince related stuff that it's literally out of print that I bought when it came out. So how do I feel the copies are good? Like I said, there are things I thought I lost in a fire that I found 30 years later. That's pretty much why I cried. I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. So just saying. So, but oh yeah, I have her albums. Here's the thing, but only if you have the room for it. It's stuff, but you only have the room for it. I have a working record player, tape player, CD player, a working 8-track player, a working Laserdisc player. So I have all that, all of it, all of it. See, Prince, it's shocking to me that Prince did not set up a will or a living trust or anything. I was shocked when I heard that. Shocked. Shocked. And now I know that they're suing one of the siblings. Well, they're doing something. They're doing this. I can't keep up with what's going on with Princess Day. Isn't that a movie, James? Isn't that a movie? What I just say? That's a movie. Remind me. I'm just running my mouth. Remind me. I know Carmen Electra. I don't know what happened to her. She was big for a while. Her and Dennis Rodman and all that. I have no idea. Hey, remind me what I just said. Is that a movie, James? Is that a movie? Is that a movie? Is that a movie? I don't know. What did I say? And I finally found a Prince album I've been looking for called The Truth. I finally found it. I got it. This is why I'm Green Marie Kondo. So okay, so Lawler CL makes you lost in a fire. Oh, that movie. I think Lost in a Fire. I didn't see that movie, but I lost my stuff in a fire. So years ago. In San Francisco in 2006. Um, so yeah, if you don't know this Lawler CL, I'm a professional organizer and a certified life coach. Also, I'm celebrating 15 years. This actually tomorrow will 15 years. Oh no, on Tuesday will be 15 years. I've been here in Los Angeles and doing this. Okay, anyway, so when Rio Kondo and her tidying up thing came out, I've been against it from the very beginning. And I was quoted in Forbes magazine about it. I've been interviewed about it. I mean, I've been quoted, interviewed when all that came on, and the whole thing. No, no, Crystal. I'll get to, Crystal. I'll get back to you in a second. You know me about the conspiracy. I'll get back to you in a second. Okay. So Forbes magazine. You guys can start my soapbox. Forbes magazine, all this stuff. Okay. I don't believe in shaming people. I just want to get this out to everybody. I don't believe in shaming people for being disorganized, unorganized, cluttered, horror. I don't shame people. To me, to go somewhere and throw everything on the middle of the room and go, okay, look at it, look at it, look at it. That to me is shaming. And if things bring you joy, that's cutesy. And Japanese culture and China and Asian culture is than very different than than American culture. We live very differently. We hoard things. That model can work for them. It can't work for us. We're not built the same way. We're not raised the same way. It's a very different model. Everyone's a few people. I know people who didn't like it. That's great. But I've been in the business, and most of my people were like, "No." The thing is, not everything brings you joy. Um, we're like saying scissors don't bring me joy, but you need scissors. You know, an oven doesn't bring me joy, but you need an oven. Like there's things don't bring me joy. I mean, they're here. I have no problem with sentimental and family things as long as you have room for them. Now I do have like my old band T-shirts. I got rid of them. So what I did, I took pictures of each one. So I have pictures of all of them. And at some point, I'll put them in a book or something. I don't need T-shirts in my room. I don't need them in my room. So right, there are certain ways you can. Right. Well, there's neurotypical ADHD. There's a place called ICD, which I love them, and they talk about all the kind of chronic disorganized ADHD, ADD. They're all about that neurotypical autism, both everything. They talk about all of that. So Lawler, I agree with you. I mean, that's. I mean, so I'm like, if you can follow that rule, great, have a good time. But most of us, it doesn't work that way. So I just want to get that. I want to get that out in the world. That's James Lott Jr., the super organizer. That's my whole. No, we work through it. If we can find a spot for it, then we'll keep it. And I'm very much about okay, folks. You tell me you want nothing on the floor. You only have room, so we work it out. Okay. Now, Crystal. As you know, we had to talk before. You know, I agree with you. They took him out. I think you and I both agree on that. He got taken out. And by the do the drugs stuff, they got taken out. But no, I do. No, I believe that he didn't have a will or a living trust. I believe because he was Jehovah's Witness, and I believe because unlike Michael was very much the shrewd businessman who was like, that's why he lived to his family. Hello, that's why he had lawyers, and the kids got a certain amount. I mean, Michael was the opposite. Where Prince, remember, he was much more free flowing. He didn't have attachments to stuff. Remember, he was very much like, I want to create for the world to have. So, I mean, I think if he had lived longer, possibly he would have worked on one. But I don't think he had one. I really don't think he had one. Now, I believe they did take him out, and now it's a mess. But I believe it. From the way Prince lived and stuff, I actually believe it. I believe it. So that's probably where you and I differ, Crystal. But I know we both agree that they took him out. Same with Michael. Same with Whitney. They took them out. But remember, Michael was very much a shrewd. He was all into acquiring things. Prince was like that. Prince was like, it's for the world. I just want to. That's why he got into those fights. He wanted to. He put out. He would. I'm reading all these books on him right now. I mean, all these books I'm reading on him. He would put out. They all say the same thing. He recorded like 3 albums at once, and then move on. That music's done. He wanted to just put it out there. When he was one of the first people to go onto the internet when it was early and release material all the time. On Tidal, he put out songs that are just on Tidal. Like he's like me. We release shit all the time. I'm always putting stuff out, putting stuff out. That's how he was. He was a mass producer, and he was always in the moment. He was like, okay, now I'm done with that. Next, now I'm done with that. Next. He was always on to the. Even when he had an album out, he was on to the next thing already. He was already ahead of time. So I believe that he didn't have. Actually, I believe. I mean, now, of course, you and I don't know anything because we don't know for sure. We're not Prince's friend or family. We both could be. You could be right. I could be wrong. You could be wrong. I could be right. Who knows? But I believe in my heart that he was different. Madonna's a street business person, and so and not saying Prince knew the business, but I'm saying Madonna and Michael were so much more in control of everything compared to Prince. Prince was like, I just want to give it out. It's for the world to have. I mean, Jehovah, it's like he just like, well, here we go. So I don't know. That's my thoughts. But I could be wrong. I mean, if something surfaces again, if a will surface later, I would not be surprised. But I don't think he did. My 2 soapboxes. And yes, Crystal, on the other thing, back to the organizing, life happens. Life happens. You literally, one day, you put someone down on the floor, and then 3 months later, the floor, you can't see the floor anymore. Because you just don't, it's, and I say for me, they won't stop. Duan is right now, physical media is selling in record numbers. This is the 3rd largest year for album sale. I mean, physical vinyl sales since the SoundScan era in 1991. Like people are buying albums. Cassette sales are on the rise. People are going back. I went to 4 record stores yesterday with my brother-in-law. They were all busy. Every time I walk into anywhere, they're busy. People are buying Blu-rays and DVDs. It's like they're busy. They're selling. They're literally selling. I think CDs are now starting to get on the rise again because CDs went down for a long time. But vinyl really never left. That's a misconception. Vinyl has been selling steadily ever since. I mean, it's like they said that 2023 was the 3rd largest year for vinyl ever. It's like, what? But I go to these places, people are buying vinyl. They're buying it. They're buying it, Rogues. So I do. I see where you're coming from. Prince was a huge giver, philanthropist, not trying to sign with something as well. Oh, was it? Well, the whole thing is crazy talk. I mean, Crystal's crazy talk. I didn't know he had that many half siblings and step siblings. I didn't know he had all the people in his life. But I just think that I don't know. I don't know. Well, either way, it doesn't matter. It's like it's all a mess, and it's not happening at this point. So you and I can debate this, or whatever. It don't matter. You don't got it. It's obviously there's not a will has not been produced. It's crazy talk. I know they're suing one of his sisters or something for something. Who knows? I can't keep up with everything. But I'm lucky that the estate put out a great Sign of the Times reboot and a great. This Diamond and Pearls is the best. They really did give a really good reboot. And I love all these Prince books that are coming out and stuff. I love it for folks who do know him. The Apollonia podcast is really good. Like, there's some good stuff out there. So I just saw. I'm liking that we're getting more stuff from him than Michael Jackson. And Prince has a lot. Has more in his vaults. He has more stuff. He has more. I mean, more stuff. More stuff. I've been on 90 minutes. I got to do my little 90-minute thing. 90 minutes. If you can give any money today, I'll take it. I'm trying to raise $50. I got a couple people gave, so thank you very much for getting there. But I take PayPal, Venmo's, Cash App, Zelle. I put it in the chat. Also put it underneath the video. I can also tell you again on here. I'll take all 4 of those. Any amount is great. I'll take any amount. Doesn't even have to be a lot. I'll take any amount. It all adds up. So thank you. And also we have our next Zooms are to the end of the month, unfortunately, but not until Friday 26th and Saturday 27th. Next weekend I have family stuff. My stepdad passed away, so it's his year anniversary. So I'll be there for my mom. And then the 21st soaps. So doing that. And then the following weekend, we'll have it. We'll have all the goodies. We'll have a good Zoom weekend plus soap. Sign up for those. And then February, and before you know it, February. Monday, tomorrow is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Birthday. I always say Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I'm tired of people just saying MLK or whatever. He is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Isn't that for Candace Mack at James? I don't know what that means. It is true, Barbara. Yes. Your 2 aides have OCD. I'll say it's clean. That's hilarious, Crystal Hopkins. She's not OCD. Yeah. Crystal, as long as they're the folks who pick up and wipe underneath stuff, then we're on. Because I'm telling you, I don't know how many people in LA tell me their housekeepers just wipe around shit. I like to take everything off the counter, wipe down the couch. It's me. Wipe down the counter, and I put everything back on. And wipe the stuff and then put it back on. That's how I clean my own stuff. I mean, people are just like, they can say, just don't do it. Malo, you said they have OCD. You go, girl. Well, I have to go. I didn't go yesterday, Matt. I had to go back. I had to go. Well, I'll probably go tomorrow. Pick up the other ornaments, and I have to decorate. I ordered some lights. I have some lights coming. I'm taking these lights down. These are Christmas. This is Christmas lights. So I'm take these down. I have some lights of color coming, and that'll be. And then so I don't know when it'll be real, but it'll be real at some point. I'm not mad at you, Helga. I'm mad at the dirt. If you want to polish the floor, you got to move the tree. Hey, she'll tell you seriously. She'll try to tell you. Home's like, come on, bitches. You guys aren't doing it right. She's trying to give you stuff. Oh yeah, oh yes, with Mac. She ain't here. Cass Mac's been busy. She ain't been around me a long time. She came out one time last week, but she's been busy. She's been busy. Oh, that's where my other pen went. I'm looking for the pen. My Miss Candace Mack. I'm putting together her box. Oh, Laura, yes, okay, Laura, you missed it. You missed it. The other morning here on JLJ this morning, it must have been one of the mornings you weren't here. We did a poll, and I decided to keep the tree up all year long. I'm going to decorate it every holiday. Apparently, it's a thing now. I've inspired some other folks too. So I'm gonna get Valentine's Day decorations and decorate for Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day. Keep going. So I'm gonna decorate it. I was gonna decorate it for Black History Month / Dr. Martin King Jr. birthday, rest of January. So I'm gonna do that. I have some ornaments that are like Africa colors. And African American colors. So let me put them on the tree. Right now, it's just lit. I haven't unlit it yet. So 2 out of the 5. That's the will. So yes, I'm going to, but I'm going to rest. Yeah, rest well. It's only 2 out of 5. That's so funny. But yeah, I'm going to totally. It's gonna be fun. If it turns out the way I want it to turn out, but I took down all the rest of the Christmas stuff, except for my Nutcracker stamp all year long. All the rest of the Christmas stuff is gone. Oh no, I see one up there still. I'm gonna grab it now before I forget, because I'll forget. I didn't like there's one over here still. They're staring at me. I don't keep it there. It's not that bad. I'm gonna take it down. I said, oh no, actually, it's fine. Okay. I think I got everything. Hang on. I'm keeping my disco balls up. Disco all year round. Yeah, I'll be a little festive throughout the whole year. Your birthday's this week, Duan. You'll be 42. 42. That's young. Young. I remember 42 was 13 years ago. 42 was, yeah, 13 years ago for me. Well, that's 13 years ago. I was in my 40s. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm my 42. So yes, happy birthday this week. I like my 40s. The 40s are good. My early 40s are fine. So I didn't mind them. Did not mind them so much. But yeah, they'll be festive too. I mean, just something different. I like having a tree there. It's my back door, but I can get out the back door still. The tree it's lightweight. You just move it out the way and it's a fake tree, so I'm not worried about any of that stuff. But I kind of like it there. I was like, I kind of like it. I have some orange lights over here. I might move them on a tree. I'll put them on a tree. I don't know. Anyway, so I got ideas. I got to work on it. I got to work on it. If someone gave me a nasty comment. I want to see what it's. I want to see what it's on. Oh, that's so funny. Thank you for watching. I'm a kill with kindness. Thank you for watching. Be a total dick. I love it. This guy's being mean to me. I know. You didn't have to. So I posted a video of me trying eating the French toast sticks at Burger King after 30 years. So I have eaten at Burger King since the mid-90s. I mean, I'm not joking. When I was in San Francisco, I used to go for the breakfast. And this person decided to write me a nasty comment. And I'm like, here's what kills me, you guys. If I come across a video, here's what kills me. I come across a video, even if I didn't care for it or was bored, I would never comment on it. I just move on to something else. It's like people just, it's just to me, it's like, okay, well, you're part of my views, so thank you. I mean, I'm just like, I don't understand. I don't understand. People is, I'm just like, people want attention that bad, I guess. So I gave you a piece of attention. Hopefully that makes you happy. Give you some of yourself. I'm just like, I just wouldn't. Yeah, my video did almost 1,000 views, and they're gonna comment on it like, people are idiots, idiotas, idiots. I'm just like, whatever, losers. Have a good time. Have a good time being an idiot. So I came with kindness. I just said, thanks for watching. Oh yeah, my Lucas video. I've got a video also. I did a video. Oh, my Lucas Jones. Okay, I did do a video. I didn't realize I did a video. Okay. Okay, so I just shared that, did that. Okay. Got it. Okay. Richie, you're 54. Okay. Happy early birthday. All these Capricorns running around. You'll be my age. So Bridge, I'll be 55 in May. So I'm getting ready to get him. You know, my content. We don't have anything nice to say. You know, I don't. It's just so weird to me. I mean, if I don't like, yeah, I'm just like, I guess I just don't have any desire to comment. I usually, if I comment on a video, I usually is I'm laughing or I really like it a lot. I mean, a lot of times I might just like a video, go about my business, but I just laugh and stuff. I'm like, I don't, I don't, I don't. I'm just like, I don't negatively comment. I don't go, oh my god, you're an idiot or whatever. Like, or this is so boring. Why'd you post it? Well, you watched it, so I'm like, what's that say about you? You just had Burger King today, Beauty for Ashes, or some other type of French toast stick croissant. That's hilarious. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Yeah, Lucas was recast by some dude. He wasn't good. Um, but obviously Ryan Carnes was the original Lucas, the one everybody knows. Not the original, but the one everybody knows. So I'm glad they brought him back. They were able to show that flashback and stuff, so it's kind of nice. I haven't watched Days in a while, so that's good to hear he's back. Well, I've already talked about this whole storyline, the whole Bobby's. You can watch my videos. I can't talk about it anymore. I've talked about it enough this last week. But it's in my videos. I did videos on all that. You can check it out here on JLJ Media. I just to me, it was BK. Oh my god, it's so funny, Beauty. Oh, funny. I never eat a Burger King. I can never eat a Burger King. And I just thought, and Flobo was like, let's go try one. I go, I should try one. So Flo and I saw folks. I've never eaten a Big Mac. Just everybody just thinks it's crazy. I just never did. So Flobo's gonna film me eating a Big Mac this week. We're probably gonna meet on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, he'll film. He's never had a McFlurry, and I've never had a Big Mac. So we're gonna cross promote ourselves and film it. So look forward to that. This will come later this week. So I went to McDonald's yesterday really quick because we need something cheap. Like I got the filet of fish. I got my filet of fish. So remember last week, I said I had three things I haven't had in a long time. I wanted. You guys got me the first thing I wanted. The second thing I wanted, I got that. So I have one last thing, and that was the soup from El Pollo Loco. So, but yes, Shady Sunday. Well, I'm going to be tuning in. I'm too busy, but I have to tune in early February because I might be returning to Edition Days for an episode. So they asked us to recap the show. I was like, can I just come on and talk about the Edition Days? They want us to do the recap with them. So I have to watch a week's worth of Days of Our Lives. I got to figure that out. So I will do that. I just have too many soap operas to watch. I have too many things to watch. Yeah, who knows? Ashley, I don't know what's going on there either. Something's going on, right? Her. So bye, Matt. Let's have a good day. So yeah, anyway, so yes. All right, so but yeah, my episode today of J Deeds, audio or video. I talk all about that, the Felix and Lucas and all that. So I'm not gonna talk about it here. You can watch that. I'm not sure yet. The Lawler, they'll announce it. They'll announce all the stuff. They touched me in the email and asked some questions. So I'm not sure yet. They'll announce it at some point. They'll announce it at some point. It's in the future, but they'll announce it at some point. Because Edition Days is celebrating 9 years on the air next month. That's he said flaunt Flevo. I didn't flaunt him. I just in conversation. He's my friend. He's my best friend. I see him and talk to him all the time. I just like Tony Moore. I talk to him all the time. Sorry, Tony DC. I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to be shady or anything. I wasn't even trying to be shady. He's my friend. I talk about him all the time. Just like Tony Moore. I talk about him all the time too. I'm sorry, but you don't want Tony Moore. That's different story. Or do you want Tony Moore? I don't know. Do you want Tony Moore? I don't know. I know who you like, Tony. You like Walker, you like DC, and you like Flobo. I don't know. I don't know if you do you like Tony Moore? I should ask that. I didn't know if you do or not. Well, I'm very behind on Days of Our Lives. Very behind. Very behind. Myself. So I'm just gonna watch that one. They asked me to tell you what week to watch. I'll just watch it and give my regards to Broadway. Just give my thing there. I know. Nine, and it's 9 years for me too. In this realm. So I started on audition days, the second or third episode they started. I came on. So it was my first time doing hosting in this capacity. So when their anniversary happens, it's also my anniversary, like a week later. So I would do something for that too. Eating his Big Mac, eating up flurry. And so there goes Tony. Yes. But yeah, 9 years. And so we've been around for a long time, folks. We are the OGs. Okay, we were around for a long time. What's funny is I haven't had McFlurry in years either. I like their shakes. I like the Sundays. I don't get a McFlurry. I don't just order that. But he's never had one. Period. He's never had one. He says because the machines are always broken, which is always a joke, right? The machines are always broken. The shake machine is always broken. So he's never had one. So I'm like, I've had one before, but I don't order them. I don't go to McDonald's that often anyway. Pizza rolls to share. Oh, pizza roll. That is so funny. Our pizza rolls. Oh my god, I haven't had pizza roll in years. I should get some when I come on the show. And of course, my look who's related. If they ask me to do one, I'll do it. If they don't ask me, I won't. It's up to them. It's their show now. I'm just showing up as a guest, whatever they want. I've had frappes, so I've had those also. I didn't know. I didn't know that's all. I didn't know, JC. I did not know that. You have a type. I'll give you points. You have a type, Tony JC. You have a type. No, I didn't know. I didn't know that. That's so funny. I didn't know if you did or not. Like get quiet because oh, that's so funny. I love Whataburger. Don't even start. Whataburger is my spicy ketchup. I have in the refrigerator right now. I love me some Whataburger. Like Sonic. I don't eat Sonic. What's a McFlurry? That's a good question, you guys. Who can answer what's a McFlurry? That's a good answer. I don't know if I can give a good answer. Who in the chat can give her a good answer? Crystal, can you give a good answer? Bush, good answer. Because it's like a. It's not exactly. They usually have like M&Ms and there's stuff in it. It's not exactly a shake, but it's not a sundae. I don't know. Look who's related. You know, if they ask me, I'll do it. They don't ask me, I'm not gonna do it, obviously. It's their show. I just show up when they ask me to show up. I've been on a show in a long time. So it'll be very interesting. But we support each other. So but Whataburger is my thing. Whataburger is the thing. We don't have it in California, but that's my thing. But Sonic, I've never been in a Sonic. McFlurries are good. I'm telling you, how do you describe them, Tony? How would you describe McFlurry? Okay, if she's never had a DQ Blizzard, still, how do you describe McFlurry? How would you describe it? I can read the definition. I don't. I thought somebody in chat would just describe it. So it's like that. I'm like, okay, I'll get a definition. Siri.
Yeah.
What is a McFlurry for McDonald's?
A McFlurry is a soft serve ice cream dessert that has pieces of candy or cookies mixed into it. This answer is from Wikipedia.
Did you hear that? It's a soft serve dessert that's like ice cream, piece of cookie or candy in it. They usually give you a spoon. Yeah, it's like thick ice cream. Yeah, there. Now we're getting the answers. I'm saying if you don't have Dairy Queen, you don't know what that means. Okay. Thick shake with mix-ins. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we get answers. Like we got to break it down for people. What if you've never been to Dairy Queen? I want people to know what that is. Okay, it's perfect. There we go. So there's your answers in there. Whoever asked that question. Like I said, I've had it before. I'm just not. I don't. I like the shakes, and I like the. I also like Del Taco shakes are good too. That's it. I've been on 111 minutes. I love it. 111. I love it. I have 11 likes. Let's see. Maybe more likes. Come on, I need more likes on here. I got 15 likes. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna say something. There you go, Laura. We got the answer. Got the answer. We gotta answer her. There you go. Now, there's all the answers. Perfect. We got all the answers now. Those are the correct answers. Yes. Okay, I can be on. If I can make it, I can be on for another hour, and then I have to come off. Another hour. Help me make my goal. I'm like $20 from my goal. Who can make my goal? Who can make my goal today? Thank you, son. Try it's $50. A lot of folks like my answer about the special ship in 2 hours. I know. Beauty for Ashes. What song did I remind you of? Apparently, um, the guy who plays Seth, her sponsor, is Brian Gaskill. He had longer hair back in the 2000s. He was on All My Children and Bold and the Beautiful. Let me tell you, now his hair's all short and he's older. Let me tell you the characters he played. Siri.
Yeah.
Can you tell me who Brian Gaskill is?
What would you like to know about Brian?
No, that's it. Never mind. I'll just look it up. And I'll tell you exactly. People thought he was Sean Kerrigan who played Stitch. That's not Stitch. Brian Gaskill is 53. Career. Okay. He was on Models Inc., which I knew that. He was Bobby Warner on All My Children. Then he was Rafe on Port Charles. Then he was Oscar Maroney on Bold and the Beautiful. He was also on As the World Turns for a second and Guiding Light for a second. So he's been around. He's been around. Thank you, Lawler. So you have a great Dr. Martin King Jr. birthday weekend. Thank you. And God, too. Thank God. God morning, God this. Or I got packages. I got more packages at my place. Okay, I'm going to tell you to go over there first. I'm going to ask them if they're open until. I got to call my people and see how they're open until today. You guys, I'm about to make a phone call. 1 second. I checked out. Hi, how late are you open until today?
Today we're open until 3.
And are you open tomorrow for the holiday? No. Are you close? Okay. Thank you very much. Bye. So I have to go get my packages today. Okay, I have to go. I'll tell my friend who's coming to get me. We gotta make one stop because they're closed tomorrow. I get my packages, and then we can go do what we gotta do. Okay. So I'm glad I called. I assume because tomorrow's a holiday, like tomorrow the banks are closed and there's no mail, but there is other services open. My brother works tomorrow. He's shipping and receiving. So I thought UPS store, but they have tomorrow off. Okay. You must be an angel. I can see it in your eyes. All the wonder and surprise. Even now I realize. Ooh, you're an angel. Ooh, you're an angel. My voice isn't in yet. Ooh, I can hit a scratching. Let me lubricate my throat. Ooh, you're an angel. Ooh, you're an angel. That is my favorite Madonna songs. So here's what's funny. A guy posted early Madonna videos from 82 to like 85. And I'm like, everybody's like, where's Angel? He's right. Angel had no video. It was a top 5 hit. It was a hit. It was before Dress You Up, after Material Girl. And it was a top 5. At the same time period, Into the Groove was the B side of Angel. And that was an unofficial hit. It didn't chart, it was an unofficial hit. And Crazy for You from that movie came out. So she was huge. She was huge. Huge. Oh, he's getting back from the post office. Okay, and the mail order. Yeah, I have to go over to my friend. We have like a quick stop because they're closed tomorrow. I get my packages today. Okay. Oh, they said Lala, hit that like button. That's right. But Angels, whenever I play it, people later go, "Oh, I like that." My bro says one of his favorite songs. So it's a great song. It's underrated. Angel is an underrated song. I think I'm going to do a story on Angel. I'm not. I'm gonna still do a little story on it. I'm like, come on, folks. I'm standing on a cloud every time you're around, and the sadness disappears every time you are near. Like my voice is not in. You must be an angel. I can see it in your eyes. All the wonder and surprise. Even now I realize. Ooh, you're an angel. Yeah, my voice isn't in all the way. Yeah. Ooh, you're an angel. Scratch right there. Ooh, you're an angel in disguise. I can see it in your eyes walking down a crowded avenue. Madonna. Madonna. My favorite female star of all time is a tie between Madonna and Barbara Streisand. Those are my 2 favorite female artists of all time. It'd be Madonna and Barbara, both for separate reasons, but they both are like my 2 favorite artists, female artists of all time. My friends and family know this. I'll be devastated if it goes. Right after them was Tina Turner, and right after them is probably either Linda Ronstadt or that's a good question. That's my top 10. Linda Ronstadt, I'm a Mariah Carey fan. So I mean, but I would say my top 2, my top 3: Madonna, Barbara, Tina. My top 3. But Angel has some great lyrics, Beauty. There's some great lyrics. It does. Crystal, it's all an illusion. yeah. I'm not happy at all, to tell you the truth. Someone asked me the other day, are you happy? And I go, no. It was Brandon Larkins. I talked to him on the phone the other day. He goes, are you happy? I'm like, I'm not happy. But what I'm doing is, they always say, dress for the job that you want. You guys have no, I have so much going on in my personal life. You have no idea right now. I have so much going on right now that I just don't talk about, or I give you pieces of. Trust me, I am as stressed out and busy and handling everything as I ever was. I'm still in that season of whatever this is that I'm part of. I just don't. I'm trying to put out more positivity on some level, whether it's fake or real or whatever it is. I just don't want to put out. I don't want to be negative all the time. You guys, you guys, literally, help me get through these days. So I mean, you guys do help on some level. Hi, Jason Jose. I don't know. This is a good question. So I have to look at my top 10 list because and I love Whitney and I love her music. But I'm trying to think. I'm going for me. There are other artists I like. I mean, I gotta look at that. I don't know. I have to sit down and think about that, Tony. She may or may not. I don't know. I mean, there's so many artists out there that I love. I look back at all the stuff that I've bought and I like. Dionne Warwick's in my top 10. It's her cousin. Olivia Newton-John, Pat Benatar, Linda Ronstadt, Stevie Nicks, Mariah Carey. I know Mariah Carey's my top 10 for sure. Oh no, that's a good question. I mean, I was gonna say Whitney. I love Whitney, but I don't know. Hi, David. How are you? Oh, have a good day, Laura. Oh, I'm never bored. Crystal, I'm never bored. But no, I'm just trying to not come on here. I'm trying not to come on here and just be, oh, my life sucks. Everything's horrible. That doesn't make for good television or good video or good anything. And nobody wants to be around that. So I just know how to compartmentalize if I have to. I mean, I'm transparent with you guys. I tell you a lot of stuff. But there's a lot of stuff you guys don't even have. You have no idea that I'm going through. So when I come on here and say I need this much money, it's usually for something I really do need it for. There's something going on all the time. But I'm also working very hard, also at the same time, to make money and take care of stuff, and it's a lot. It's a lot of work. But trust me, But say, am I? That's my happy? I'm not happy. Not really. Not at all. I'll totally admit that. I'm just getting through every day. Just getting through every day. Barbara from Shy Tanks down a view. I thought about your story came across my feed, but Miss Owens had a story. Tyler's trying to put Madonna in a hoe. Miss Owens. Who's Mrs. Owens? I've seen the guy who plays Aladdin. I've seen him. Love is a Battlefield and stuff, but even with her, Pat Benatar has a 5-octave range. Or no, I'm not going to say I love Whitney Houston, but I have to look at who are the women I listen to all the time. Who are my people? Like the men too. Who do I listen to all the time? Who do I always? And there's so many women. I mean, so many. I'm like, but there are folks that I know for sure they're my go-tos for sure. But I do listen to Whitney music here and there, but I don't listen to it as much as some of the others. But she might make it. I mean, if I have to sit down and list it out, she might make my top 10. She might make it in there. I'm not sure yet. There's others I know for sure are my top 10. For sure. Like I like Celine Dion, but she's not in my top 10 either. I don't think either. I like her too. She's not my top 10 either. Aretha Franklin in my top 10. I like her. Not my top 10. But Gladys Knight might be higher. I actually like Gladys Knight a lot. Donna Ross is my top 10. I love Diana. I love it. I play her music all the time. Donna Summer is my top 10. See, once I start naming these women, did I just name 10 women basically? I think I just named 10 women. Like it's like that. It's like it's kind of crazy. That's a good thought, Tony GC. I have to think about that. I play Donna Summer every day. I play Diana Ross every day. These people I play all the time. Dionne Warwick every day. I know, I'm like, who am I? Like, that's kind of crazy. I have to think about that for a second. I got to think about that. But yes, I've been on 2 hours. Candace Owens. Let's see, Candace Owens said it, but split me out of home. Candace Owens can kiss my ass. I'm not a fan of hers at all. Like she's a hypocrite, and she's a hypocrite and an anti-Tom. She's trying to play for the white folks. I'm just like, I have no use for her. I have no use for her whatsoever. Jodie Watley's one of my top people, but I don't think she made my top 10. Janet Jackson's one of my top people. She may make my top 10. I play Janet all the time, actually. I mean, I play Janet Jackson I actually play one of her songs all the time. And me and Tony Moore are always like, I know he used to do nice stuff for you, but what has he done for you lately? We do it all the time. So, well, I never read that Rolling Stone list. After I heard all the bad things about it, I never read it or saw it. So anytime there's a list, it's all subjective, right? It's all subjective. It's all subjective. So I don't even, I don't even take them seriously. But I heard it was all fucked up. So Shaka, she's probably one of my top 10 too, Jason. I play Shaka every day. I play her every day. I don't know how it's not. I gotta sit down. Maybe one day I'll do a top 20. I'll do a top 20 and really look at it. I'm gonna name all my ladies I play all the time and who I love, and then start to see kind of how I know. That's it gets harder and harder. Right. There's so many people I know. It's like there are people I love, and we talked about Whitney. You know, me and Tony, we've talked about Whitney and how much we love her, and she's very talented, breathless singer. It took her out also. Um, but I don't know. There's so many I like. Deja vu. Dee, dee, dee. Dee, 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 dee. There's Leopardess. Hi, Leopardess. Yeah, again, I didn't read that list, so I don't know. You guys saw the list, you know. I didn't read the list. Yeah, she's not. Candace Owens, nah, I'm not. Oh, we love Phyllis Hyman. Tony JC and I talked about Phyllis Hyman on a Zoom once. Phyllis Hyman, there's people like Phyllis Hyman, Angela Bofill, Regina Bell, Patty Austin. There's always people like these folks who they didn't get huge. They're known in some circles, but they're like their voices are just. I love their music. Um, some other ones. I'm an Angie Stone person. I'm an Angie Stone, Lettucey, like Emma LaRue. There's all these artists, these female artists who have beautiful voices. Guapale. We have these beautiful voices, great songs, been around a long time, and they're not like these huge. They're not A-list. So it's like there's a lot. There's a lot of those. A lot of those. I know, Music Zoom. I might have down to you. A Music Zoom, yes. She didn't. Phyllis Hyman's underrated. She's unsung, which go to unsung. They tell herself, "Hi, Samantha, you're just in time. I've been on 2 hours. I could be on for another hour. Then I have to get off. Try to raise some money. If you can give any cash, I take PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, CashAPP, whatever amount. Does not matter. It can be $1, $5, whatever. I would say I'm trying to raise some money this morning at the same time. But a music Zoom could be a lot of fun. Maybe in March. I'll do that. Angela Winbush is another one. Angela Winbush, Tawatha Agee from Entume. There's a lot of beautiful voices. Lisa Fisher, Vesta Williams, Melissa Morgan, Sherelle. I mean, it's these voices, people with voices that just like you just don't. They're not huge. They had to be. Tina Marie, of course, was a name that somebody did it too. But like, there's all these voices that are just like they're beautiful voices. They ought to become huge, like Anita Baker. But like that's why Unsung, that show on BET, I've seen every Unsung that came out. They know what they're doing. They pick all the right ones. And Phyllis Hyman was one of them. Stacey Ladisaw. No one talks about her. I was like, come on, folks. She had a great, as a young, she was like 15 years old in his voice. There's a lot. There's a lot out there. A lot. A lot of these women who I play regularly. What's like with the men? Let's go to the men. Let's go to the men. No one talks about Howard Hewitt. Well, he's been a dick, but like Jeffrey Osborne, everybody talks about Fred Axon, and of course Luther Vandross and all them. But we can't forget, Jeffrey Osborne, Teddy Pendergrass, like I said, Howard Hewitt, Peebo Bryson. There's some beautiful voices in there. Brian McKnight, all these voices that people just like don't talk about. They just don't talk about them. Ray Parker Jr., Donny Hathaway. I mean, like they don't talk about them. We can hear the little things here and there, but we don't talk about them. Like, you don't talk about them. Like, come on, folks. Brenda K. I was watching the video for "I Still Believe" by Brenda K. Starr the other day, Duan. And I forgot how much I love that song. I remember Brenda K. Starr helped Mariah Carey get discovered. And Mariah always says it. I wasn't a Freddie Jackson fan. There's one song of his I liked. Wasn't a fan of his, but he had one song I liked. That was it. But Luther was my man. Billy Ocean was my man. Suddenly, life has new meaning to me. Don't you get so mad about it? I have to get so mad. Get so mad about it. Neurotic. Jeffrey Osborne was the bomb. He was an LTD, and then he went solo with the bomb. Jeffrey Osborne's the bomb. He's still touring. Ari's Beauty for Ashes the other day. You were on the other day. Ari said, and Layla's good too. The thing is, and Mickey Howard's good too. We got those two, and also Melba Moore, people like that who are huge Broadway stars. I'm saying, but Steph is like, it's just there's like, we can go on forever. There's like a million of them. But I'm saying, my thing is, talent doesn't always get to the top. And folks are like, well, if you just do this, talent. No, talent. People who are famous and popular are not always talented. Not always. Not always. George Benson, Al Jarreau, those two alone. Beautiful work. Beautiful, beautiful work. They did. Yeah, I mentioned Regina Bell earlier. I love Regina Bell. So, Video Killed the Radio Star, right? Now there was part of that too. But I mean, like, there's people who just they put out hits, R&B hits or lower pop hits, and some of them even had big hits, and they just don't get talked about. They just don't. But talent doesn't always equal number one status. There's a lot of talented people who don't get the chance. And sometimes it's luck. Sometimes it's just being in the right place at the right time, or a song gets big through something else, which elevates the person, whether you want it to or not. Like I said, it really depends. It really, really depends. And I think that's what it is. Rochelle Farrell, another good one. About her on a Zoom once. She's a good one too. There's a lot. There's a lot. I mentioned People earlier. Yeah, People was another one. There's a lot out there that we just don't. Roberta Flack. I watched her documentary, The Bomb. But no one's talking about her. It's like we're like one of the big best singer songwriters out there. We're talking about her. You know. And then I'm just black. I mean, there's people out there who are Carly Simon, who gave us so many hits. Carole King, who everybody sings her music. Mariah Carey wrote a song with her. I mean, Carole King is the bomb. I'm like, we don't just don't hear that about them. It's like if you're a woman, it's like you barely. I mean, on any scale, you barely get it. It's a man. Again, it was a man's game. The men always get it, but there's all these women who are doing stuff. They're like, people don't even get. I'm a Karen Carpenter fan. She's probably one of my top 10. Karen Carpenter had a voice of an angel. She was also a drummer. If you understand, she was a drummer. So, and I saw a documentary on drummers, and people actually, another drummers actually brought her up. Female drummers, they talk about Sheila E. Yes, but there's that drummer who drummed with Lenny Kravitz for years. She's good. I mean, there's some female drummers out there. They don't get talked about. Why? Because they're female. They tried to say to Sheila recently, well, you're probably the best female drummer out there. She's like, no, there's others. You just don't, you know. But go back to the women's In Vogue. In Vogue should be back on top of the charts at this point. I mean, I get to meet them and talk to them, and they're great and sweet, but their voices are amazing. And they work together. They don't fight with each other. They work together, and they tour all the time, and they're happy to be in the business. And they should be bigger again. It's just there's a lot. So you did see people Bryson recently, Crystal Hopkins. That's right, you did. You did. Well, there's so many different things as to why certain folks don't get ahead. Now, I've already told you about this before, and I wasn't making it up because people say this. The industry chooses certain people. I mean, Karen Carpenter she did have a voice of an angel. She did. She had a voice. And unfortunately she couldn't, Christina Aguilera is great too. No, she's really great also. She's great. I have no problems with her. She has talent. She has talent. She does. Indy Reid, love her. You know what I love? Michelle Nicocello, another excellent bass player. No one talks about that. Why? Because she's a black woman. Another one. People like Joan Armatrading. People like Karen Wheeler from Soul to Soul. My girl from M People. I forgot her name all of a sudden. Lead singer from M People. there was some great Estelle. She was great. She came out for a minute. She was great. There's some great singers out there and great artists out there who just, for whatever many reasons are out there, did not make it into what they could have made it. So, and a lot of it is chance. Some of it is we already have, like Christopher Williams said, they already had Al B. Shore. They had Al B. Shore, so they know to do with Christopher Williams. Christopher Williams was also related to Ella Fitzgerald. That was his aunt. They was do with him. He had a couple of hits. Tell me you're dreaming. That song, whatever. He had a couple of hits, but they had Al B. Shore. Like, what do we do with this? Norman Connor's another great one, also. They do that. I mean, they don't think we already got one of these already. Wait, to me, Lisa Fischer's "How Can I Ease the Pain" is one of the best songs of the '80s of R&B. And she's like, fuck it, I'll just be a session singer, make money that way. Because they didn't know what to do with it. She was a light-skinned black woman. They were like, we already have one of those already. It's weird how Hollywood does this, how the industry does this. But, Cassie, Amarie, they all should have been bigger. But it was like, oh, you got too many of these light-skinned black chicks who are half this, half that. They don't do with them. Because Amarie's One Thing is my favorite songs. I play that song all the time. That song is the bomb diggity. And I get points for Sierra still in there. But what happened to Tweet? Oops, oh my. Or Blue Cantrell. Hey, ladies, if you want to get a bit buck wild, and hit 'em up style. And they had a couple of hits and then they were out. There are a lot of them. The girl from Brand New Heavies, Adia Davenport, the lead singer from Snap. I got the power. Ooh, you'll break my heart. Break my heart apart. Ann Nesby from Sound of Blackness. Mavis Staples. There's a lot of these singers. They're trying. Nikki Harris is out there trying to do stuff still with Don DeLore. They're trying to do stuff. They have some great hits on their own. It's out there for a pimp. It is hard out there. Carrie Hilson, yes. Well, that's what it is, right, Crystal? We got this girl over here. They sound similar, and then they kind of go, and then Beyonce was the chosen one. Hanging around, some kind of foolish clown. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. Well, yeah. Well, there's a good story about her. I've seen all the unsungs behind the music. They tell us stuff. They're fine. No, I met In Vogue, so I can tell you, they were fine. Then there was some issues, but this incarnation of In Vogue with the three of them, they've been together like at this point 20 years. They're fine. They do fine. They're fine. I can tell you personally, they're fine. So. It wasn't just they couldn't get along. It was also the producers. It's also they're black. And so there's a lot of things that go on. Grayson Chance and Idol singers. I don't watch Idol. Anybody watches Idol? I don't watch Idol. Do you guys watch Idol? I don't know any of these. I don't know these people. But yeah, there's all kinds of stuff that goes on. I mean, every unsung tells you a story. A lot of times it's the groups who don't get along. That's why they can't last. It's always money. All money. It's always you want to be a lead singer. The problem with it, New Edition, they're together right now, but the problem always has been ego. But they're all good solo and off their side. But I'm like, they should have been way bigger. They should have been even bigger than bigger than bigger. But they always had egos, always egos. They admitted it. They always had egos. SWV2, another one has stuff going on there too. But it's just the point, I guess, is that there's a lot of people out there who are very talented, great singers, great songwriters, great voices, and only a few ascend to the top of the food chain status. Only a few. But everybody gets it. Well, Crystal, I'm friends with Loose Ends, and I interviewed them years ago on my show Breaking Into. So you go to my Breaking Into with Loose Ends, or Breaking Into with James and Loose Ends. You'll see it. I got to sing a song to them, and they actually sang on my show. So I'm friends with Jane Eugene and all of them over there. So I love Loose Ends, love them, be a huge fan of theirs. And they talk about the Black British groups of that time period, Soul to Soul, Culture Club. Good interview, folks. A great interview. And she sits next to me. He was all hugging on me and stuff. I love Jane Eugene and all them. So yes. So it's very much. So yes, I know loose ends. Well, record labels are just like James Lott Jr. has talked to everybody, folks. Just know when you mention somebody, chances are I may have talked to him, had on my show. So, you know me, I may have my show. So when you bring somebody up, I may know who they are. Actually, I don't think of him. I know that. Okay, so I'll go back. I love all these comments. I get into here. Okay, record labels don't invest in anybody anymore. That's the thing. Just all around. Record labels are now the big ones. Say are now they should be obsolete at this point. I think I'm with all the independents. I have my own record label with JLJ Media, so I like the independence is where it's at. Prince was right the whole time. It was like you own your shit, put it out yourself, and don't worry about anybody else. Beyonce was like Justin Timberlake to me, and I thought Kelly Rowland JC sounded better. The thing is, I love Kelly Rowland's solo career. I love her music. I play her a lot. I have a lot of music. I didn't mind LaToya Luckett's solo career. She's another bestie. I didn't mind her solo stuff either. All good stuff. They were really good. Destiny's Child had good singers in it. They had some good singers in it. Beyonce was a chosen one. Same with Justin Timberlake was the chosen one. JC, I liked his solo stuff too. But they were the chosen ones. Yes, Ralph and Bobby. You know, Tony, you know the story. I know for some folks, Beyonce is not their cup of tea. I get it. I like Beyonce. I'm not a Beyonce fanatic, but I like some of her songs. I think she has some. I like her. She has some great pop songs. You know, they force this on her. They're not forcing her on you. The public likes her. There are people who like her, and it's supply and demand. If no one cared about Beyonce, she would go away. That's the thing. I mean, and I always say this about Beyonce. No matter what you say about her, she is a full service performer. She is. Whether you like her voice or not, she gives good show. And that to me does say something. I'll take that. It gives good show. I'm not the best host in the world. I think I am. I know I'm not. But I give good show. Shit. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Leopardess, for your donation. And thank you, Samantha, for your donation. I just got them. I was like, I didn't see what's going on. So Leopardess. I mean, I know your real name. I just call you Leopardess, of course. Thank you. And then thank you, Samantha. I appreciate it. I'm writing it. I always write these down, people who give stuff. Thank you. That's very nice of you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, you're not me, I turn her off. You go on, Crystal. You're like, not me, I turn her off. No, I get it. I just folks don't like her. I get it. I mean, I'm not. Again, I'm not a super fan of Beyonce. Like Rihanna, I like some of Rihanna's songs. But I'm not a huge defender of Rihanna. I like some of her songs. I like some of her songs. Oh, see, here comes Tony. Here goes Tony. Stop Bay hate. She's a student of the game. You do like her. You do like her. Don't listen to her, but don't lie about her talent. He's something in. Like I said for me, I'm like, I didn't. I'm like, no, she gives. I said positive stuff, so he ain't talking to me. I said positive. I don't want Beyonce. I don't want Beehive coming after me. She gives good show. She does. And here's the thing about Beyonce that I will say. she surrounds herself with good people that help her out, which is again, which is a talent. You surround yourself with good people, you'll be good too, and it's very true. Like, I know folks are like, well, she has 10 songs. Matter if they all come together. Songwriting is not easy. I write songs; they're not easy. If they come up with a good song, they come up with a good song. Shit. That's like Drake. Slobo loves Drake. He's like, I can't defend him because yeah, all his songs sound alike, kind of, and they're all kind of posable. But he's a huge hit. So he's like, but I mean, there's folks who don't like him. I like some of Drake's songs. I like all of them. That's fine. But yeah, Rihanna, I like Rihanna. But I don't. I'm not a huge Rihanna fan either. I just some songs of hers I really like, and some I'm like, hey, and she gives good performance too. But you see, Beyonce and Rihanna, all them, they all come from the Michael and Janet school of performance. They give you and Madonna, they give all of that. I cover the Hive. I said, I know, like you said, I said positive stuff. Tell you, it wasn't me. I said positive stuff. I'm like, that's fine. I said positive stuff. I like everybody, a little bit of everybody. So there's nobody I really hate. I like a little bit of everybody. I can pick songs out. One of my favorite songs of all time, "Sweet Dreams" by Beyonce. I love that song, and the lyric, "You're a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare" is one of my favorite lyrics in writing. I love that lyric. I wish I thought of it myself. It's such a good lyric. So anyway, but Rihanna, I'm not a huge fan of Rihanna's. Like I didn't like "Bitch Better Have My Money" or "Diamonds," but I love her dance music. When she goes dance, I'm all in. I'm like, Rihanna, only girl in the world, and where have you been? And all these, when she goes dance, I'm with her. When she goes dance, that's it. But the other stuff, I'm like, yeah, it's fine. But dance, is what I like. I know Celine's going through that stiff person syndrome, that's really sad. That's really really sad. So I do feel bad for her. That's not really Sweet Dreams is a great song. I'm sorry, folks. I don't care if anybody says Sweet Dreams is a great song. It is, folks. What's wrong with you people? Naughty Girl with samples Donna Summer, kind of like she does a little summer tribute to her. It's great. Crystal says, I never said she wasn't talented, she's just not for me. Okay, so Crystal says she's not for her. That's all and that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Get it. I don't even ask for the link. Ask for the link. I know there's a link. I know a lot of folks don't like her style of singing. I get it. But I have to say, her rendition of The Way We Were, the Barbara Streisand Kennedy Center honors, even Barbara was like, good girl. And when she said it was an honor sing for you, Miss Streisand, and bowed, I was like, I gave Beyonce props on that one. And that. So one of my daughters at Beauty for Ashes, we have this argument all the time. I don't like singer songwriters. So she likes an Avril Lavigne, or like I said, or the Carpenters, like people like that, Mariah Carey. She likes them. I'm like, but not everybody. Yeah, Barbara Streisand didn't write that many songs. There's only one a few, but the rest were given to her. So like, that's right. Songwriting is a profession. Songwriting is a profession, of course. I didn't mention names. She's not even mention names. Well, they can respond to you though. When you put a statement out, they put a statement out. They're responding back to you. So you're like cake. I know. I'm a pie person myself too. Crystal Hopkins. Uh-huh. So that's all of them. There's different types of singing talent. Everybody can't sing Aretha Glass. Well, here's what's funny. There are some folks who are not into like Patti LaBelle. We haven't mentioned Patti. I have friends who are not into Patti LaBelle. I think she does a lot of screaming in her songs and stuff. They're not into that whole church style of singing. That's for some people. I like it. I love Patti. I think Patti can do no wrong. And like I said, I'm a Aretha fan, and but I think I'm more of a Gladys fan. I think I like more Gladys songs than Aretha. I know Aretha's position in music. I would never deny it. It's there. I saw the movie, so she's good. But I like Gladys Knight. I've liked a lot more of her songs. My friend Samantha went just saw the Jagged Little Pill musical the other night that Atlantis wrote, based on her album. So I haven't heard if they liked it or not yet, but they went and saw it. That. They went and saw that. But yes. I didn't think I love coming on, you guys. This is so funny. We talk about anything on this show. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm more than a soap guy. I like talking about other stuff too. I love it. I love it. I love stuff like this. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. But it is up to us and people like me who go out there and push this stuff out there. And push it out there. And that's what I try to do. I try to always mention the unmentioned in whatever it is. Right, I know. Chris, I said, I know folks, you don't like all that. But to me, that's also, Patty's a rock star on some level, right? A lot of rock stars, they go all out when they do performance. And I think Patty, to me, she's a rock star. She's a church rock star. She does both. And but the thing is, again, she has a voice. I always tell people, there's certain people you see, like you said, you can't deny the voice. When Christina's not doing all those runs, Christina has a voice. Celine has a voice. Barbara has a voice. You don't even like it. They have the voice. They have it. There's some folks, Shirley Bassey, they haven't mentioned her. She has a voice. Like certain folks they have a voice. And they fucking use it. Grace Slick was a bomb too. I know, I love Grace Slick. Won't you want somebody to love? Oh, need somebody to love. Won't you love somebody to love? You gotta find somebody to love. Yes. Grace Slick's the bomb. I love Justin Airplane and Starship. So, but then you go, of course, folks. Oh, Al Green. I would mention him. We love him. After the Grits. We cannot forget when the moon is in the seventh house and Jupiter aligns with Mars and peace will guide our planet and love will steer the stars. Fifth Dimension, Marilyn McCoo. Can't forget her. Can't forget her. Fantasia's a great singer too. Fantasia's actually a very great singer. Jennifer Hudson, obviously, amazing singer. Jennifer Holiday, obviously, amazing singer. Yes. Yeah, Patty's just, voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir? But then I appreciate, but then also I like performance. So I like a Grace Slick. I like a Grace Jones. Grace Jones may have the best voice on earth, but she has presence. Pull to my bumper, baby. A ball back limousine. I mean, she has a presence. She was like Tina. They go out there, they have a presence. I mean, Grace Slick was like whatever. She's saying, she was like, I look like a man. I look like a woman. No matter what I is. She was a bomb. She gave it to us. We can't forget, and I don't want to forget. Screw all these other people. We cannot forget Sylvester and 2 Tons of Fun, later the Weather Girls. In the heat, in the disco, come on and dance. Dance the heat in the disco, come on and dance. I mean, come on. Sylvester James had one of the best voices out there, and he's one of the first out people who said, I'm going to dress however I want, look however I want, but when I open my mouth, you're going to forget all that for a second, and you make me feel mighty real. Make me, he had the voice. He had the voice. He had a voice. He had a voice. The voice. Slave to the rhythm. Slave to the rhythm. Exactly. Maxwell's a great one. Maxwell, D'Angelo, they're all great ones. They're all great ones. It's a lot. We have to keep mentioning. We have to keep talking about them and mentioning them and bringing them up. And I think TikTok. That's one of the things about TikTok. Someone mentioned Cheryl Lynn in here. Her song Encore. I've been playing for years. I'm a big Cheryl Lynn fan. I mean, I've known about Encore. Deserves an encore. Like now, it's becoming a huge hit through TikTok. And Cheryl Lynn says she's collecting checks. That's right, bitch. She's collecting checks. So I'm like, there you have it. I like Billy Vanilli. Everybody said, I watched that documentary that came out recently, and you know what? They were done wrong. I'm sorry. A lot of folks This guy was a predator on black talent. He did it with Boney M. He did it with them. And I'll tell you something. Believe me, I don't care who sang those songs. The songs were good. They were good. Girl, you know it's true. And yeah, no, it's true. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love you. Baby, don't forget my number. I will see you through. I was searching high. I mean, there's some great pop songs. I don't care who sang them. There's some great pop songs. I like at the same time, hello. At the same time, they're accusing Paul Abdul not singing all the way. They're pumping up background singing. It's a practice on in a lot of the industry. People don't understand. There are background singers, there's auto tuning, there's a lot that goes on. Not everybody sounds the greatest. They punch things up all the time on background stuff. Doesn't mean it's not theirs, it wasn't good, but I don't bring up Milli Vanilli. They're not the greatest singers of all time, but it's like, but I like Milli Vanilli. I like them, and I kept the album, and I still play some of their stuff. It didn't bother me. It didn't bother me at all. And I did enjoy Paula Abdul back in the day, so I liked her stuff. She had great pop songs. I liked them. No, I have no objection to her. So folks can take that and smoke it. They have been together forever. Exactly. June Jan Taylor's production. I'm sure Jennifer was pumped up on stuff. J-Lo was pumped on stuff too. Right. That's the whole thing. It's like part of it is a known practice. It's actually not really it's an open secret. It's probably, like with ghost writers and shit. Everyone knows that most people who write autobiographies don't write them themselves. But it happens. But here's the thing. I look at those background singers got paid. They did their job. They knew what they were getting into. Well, Martha Wash, that's another one who she was part of Two Tons of Fun. She was part of Weather Girls. Martha Wash totally got fucked over completely. And I'll never forget that video where she's like sitting that famous interview where she's like, I'm sitting here watching the TV, and it's like they took my voice out my throat and put on some skinny bitch in this video. And that's how she found out. I mean, that must be a trip. You're sitting there just like, oh, what's some new song out? Wait a minute, that's my voice. And then it happened to her like 4 times. It wasn't just Black Box. I love Black Box too. It wasn't just them. Seduction. It was CC Music Factory. Like they all did her wrong because she was fat. Because they didn't want to show in the video a woman of a larger size. That to me was like, oh my God, that's just the biggest insult on earth. The biggest insult. And that's and so Martha Wash, and I was like, yeah, she deserves it. She won. She won her cases and did all that. She did. Jason, I love me some Centipede, but I love Ruby Jackson's music. That's another story. I like her music, so that's another story. But I'm saying Martha Wash was a session singer also for a lot of people. But a lot of them, Jocelyn Brown, her, Louis Holloway, a lot of them were background singers for a lot of other people. And so that was kind of like, yeah. Oh, Tony Braxton, I hear about Tony Braxton all the time. I don't know where you don't hear about her. I hear all the time. Tony's out there. I see her all the time. Well, because I'm also a Braxton fan. He values a lot of stuff. I mean, I see Tony all the time. But the whole point was there are background and session singers who pump up certain things, and it's a well-known. As everybody says, they don't know what's going on. Maybe they didn't wait a long time ago, but now it's a practice. People start getting like, I didn't get paid enough, or whatever. Then they start, what after people. But it's no. Like I said, ghost writers happen to. You ever seen him say that wasn't her either? It's gonna make you sweat. That line, everybody dance now. That's Martha Wash. They did for another one. Ann Wilson has one of the best voices of rock and rock and pop. She has one of the best voices, literally one of the best voices. She was, and you look at her, she wasn't that big. Think about it. She wasn't that big. She just wasn't, her sister Nancy was a size 0, so to speak. And just wasn't, when they say big, come on, we know what big looks like. She wasn't even that big. And so for them to like cover her up in videos and stuff because she was like not a size 0, that is asinine to me. We weren't watching her for that. We were watching her, we like the songs. You know, it's like, it's amazing how they just like would dip her in things. The videos are, they're a trip. They're a trip. But Ann Wilson, one of the best vocalists out there. The best ones out there. But see, weight's always a thing, right? You gotta have a weight. You can have Meatloaf, who again, great singer. Love Meatloaf. May he rest in peace. Great singer. But he can be fat. Hi, Buzz Chuck. Oh, wow, Buzz Chuck. Happy New Year. I haven't seen you in a long time. But he can be fat and sing and greasy and everything. And Barry White can be a little larger and sing and be fat and greasy, and he's fine. But no, not a chick. No chicks. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. They did. Well, back then, now it's a little different now, but back then, yes. And no one's immune. If you're a fat person or a bigger person, or they deem you fat, it doesn't matter what color you are. And they just look at Luther. They made him get skinny for a while, and he was like too skinny for a while. Then those age rumors started happening. They got rumors like, but you didn't want him fat. You like his voice, but you want him skinny, so he got skinny, and they're gonna talk shit about him because he got skinny. Well, because everybody knew he was gay in real life. That was in secret. He never talks about it. He never said anything. I know. Well, Lizzo's large, but see, Lizzo took that and was like, "Screw all you guys." CC Winans and BB's good too. They're both great singers. Both great singers. But we got the gospel. Then he got the Clark sisters, one of my favorites. My favorites. Love their music. Love their music. I'll give them that. I want to mention my guy, Bobby Womack. Doesn't get enough attention either. I love Bobby Womack. Doesn't get enough attention. But yeah, if you're big, that's the last thing they can still talk about you. That's the last thing they can do. Okay, I got 15 minutes, you guys. 15 minutes left. It goes by so fast. I will have been on 3 hours, you guys. 3 hours. Guys, thanks for the donation so far. Thank you so much. They will totally help me. You have no idea. It will totally help me. Totally help me. Yeah, Prince didn't care. That's what's so funny. Prince, when it came to it, was her Rosie Gaines, and she was larger, and he didn't mind. That's the thing. When he got to the 90s, he got blacker, so to speak. Yeah, that band was mostly black. He didn't care. He was working it out. Yolanda Adams was good. Kiki Shepard is good. Mary, both those singers are good. Brendan Fitzgerald, that's me. That thing's gonna haunt me for the rest of my life. That 8-second video that I recorded in February 2021 is going to haunt me for the rest of my life. Haunt me. So yes. But yeah, Prince didn't care for a while. Yeah, he had beautiful women and stuff on there. Prince had his own color issue stuff. But no, when it came Rosie Gaines, he really enjoyed her. And they had a brief time together because she went on her own. But no, he put her on front. I was like, that's right. She was good. She went solo. Shaka's been up and down. She was up and down and weight. He didn't care. Amy Grant. I like Amy Grant, baby, when she was all secular. The next time I fall. It was great. I like Amy Grant. I love it. So yeah, I like sort of stuff. But I remember when she was gospel, and then she was pop, Christian pop, and everything. I didn't see your video back then. Whose video? Wait, who are you talking to, Juwan? Who are you talking about? What's going on? What's going on? My bread and refrigerator video? Woo! You talking about that one? That was like an 80 million. I mean, that video left TikTok. Ball Alert got a hold of it. Jaleel White got a hold of it. She was that video. Seriously, I get recognized for that video to this day. It's still going. I'm like, it was just 8 seconds. I don't even bread in my refrigerator right now. I have no bread in my refrigerator right now. And that video, I made money off that video too. I made like $5,000 off the video. So off that video. I had a great run with it. It's crazy. It just keeps going and going. It went on some best year of lists, and all my friends and family are like, I saw the video. About once a week I get someone saying, I just saw this video, and they send it to me, and it's refrigerator. Stay with Adele. There you go, Crystal Bliss. Stay with Adele. Gotta get skinny, bitch. Can't be fat. You can't be fat and sing and have success, which she did. Hello. Like they were Shah Khan was successful when she got bigger. Nobody cared. Yes, you should be weight conscious. Patti LaBelle too lost some of the weight. Aretha Franklin lost some of the weight. I mean, you gotta get it. But sometimes nobody can be a size 0 all the time. That's just Mariah Carey got a little hefty for a while. I talk shit about her. And again, you look at it, they're not even fat. Not really. They're Hollywood fat. They're not even fat. You're like, they're not. Tyra Banks, you already know that famous thing. Did a whole thing, man. My girl Tyra addressed that a while back. Thank you for the 25 likes. 27. Thank you so much. I appreciate it a lot. I feel lost in. Thank you. Thank you for the donations. We're the last like 15 minutes of the show. I've been on for almost 3 hours. I can't believe it. I'm like, this is so funny. I'm like, I didn't expect this. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for coming on. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for hitting the button. My subscriber count is going up. I'm so thank you. Whoever is joining me, thank you. These shows, these JLJ This Mornings have done so well the last 2 weeks. I appreciate it more than life itself. So thank you. The numbers are really good. I do know Tyra Banks. We're all from Inglewood. I knew her mother and her family. I know Tyra. But you guys have really shown up for these shows. I guess they're enjoying it. I guess they're watching them later, I guess, because I'm seeing the numbers like, who's watching this show? These shows like 3 hours. 2 hours. One was 4 hours. But you guys do help me also in terms of not sitting in my room depressed or upset. I mean, all seriousness, I have a lot going on. I do have a lot going on in my life right now. I'm not gonna bore you with all the details. But I just have a lot going on, and I literally am just trying to handle things step by step in front of me. And I talk to God a lot, and I just, I work through it. It's a lot, but this kind of stuff does give me some kind of joy talking to you guys and having these this is a great conversation. I loved it. Great conversation today. I love it. So thank you out there just for this. If you're watching this later or listening to this on the audio side, you can listen. It's also an audio. You can listen to audio. Hope you're enjoying it also and having a good time with it. And if you can, come join us during daytime. We have a good time. And I'm still working on JLJ This Evening, a concept for that. And I'm still trying to do my JLJ After Dark. I have a couple of episodes that are not recorded, that were just recorded. But I'm working on that too. For the nighttime folks. A lot of you guys are late night folks, so yes. I just saw your comment before asking. You're like, no live. I know the one day I don't go live. We're like, I'm not live. I said I missed you yesterday. I was like, well, I'm not live. I was trying to figure this out. Like, how can I come on? Tomorrow morning, I gotta be at the storage unit. So I might be able to come on for a couple hours. I might. I'm gonna try. I meet somebody at 11. I could come on at 8 to 10, I guess, and then just leave straight from here. I mean, so we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. We'll see if I can come on tomorrow for sure. Last, Shay Chestnut. I know YouTube. I don't understand anything on YouTube anymore. I don't understand nothing. Notifications, not notifications, notifications, not notifications. But thank you. People are commenting on my. So I have new shows out today. A new GH Dirty Deeds. The video's here. People are commenting actually on it. I love it. It's on here now. If you missed my GH, oh, thank you, B for Ashes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I was gonna say your name. I know, I already know. Thank you so much. And that helps a lot. Yes, I'm gonna go get my. I have 2 packages today. I'm gonna have my friend take me over there, so save me on Uber and Lyft. They'll take me over there, so we're gonna go over there first, get the packages, and then head out to what we gotta do. So we're gonna do that, and do that today before, because tomorrow is closed, because tomorrow is Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. birthday holiday for some of us. Everybody has it off, so everybody has it off. But I'm gonna work tomorrow, but I'm partially. But I have to go to my storage unit. So hopefully you finish up. I have new locks. Take with me. I'm ready. We're gonna work it out. This is the last 10 minutes. So last 10 minutes. Any questions, comments, concerns? Anything you want to bring up? Last 10 minutes of the show. Thank you. No, I like seriously. I said I'm going through a lot. Trust me. There's times I want to curl up on a ball and just like close the world off, but I can't. I need it, so I can't do that. So it's a little bonkers out there for me. I'm drinking lots of water. Drinking lots of water. Do that. We're already mid-January. That's the crazy part, folks. We are mid-January already. Already. That's crazy. Already. It's gonna be a hard week for my family. Remembering my stepdaddy passed away a year ago. It's our first without him. So we're watching my mom. She's getting her hair done right now. And I'm gonna probably take her out or do something with her on the day, and we're gonna spend time together. So those of you who are like, "Well, I'm to Zoom on Saturday," it's because I forgot it's the day my stepfather died. So we're all gonna be emotional, and so we're gonna be together. Yeah, no, that's fine. Yes. Oh, because our season 2. Well, I put out a video yesterday on When Calls to Heart here about the 10-year anniversary. When Calls to Heart started in 2014. And I've been a part of it since 2015. So I've been a part of it 9 years. So I talk about the anniversary and what we've been through. So yes, Shelly, continue watching it. I mean, I love I love the show. And season 11 is coming this year. So I'm very excited. So you have 9 more seasons to go. No, you have 8 more seasons to go, and then you'll be caught with us. But it's good. There was a Hardy in here earlier who stopped through. So thank you, Hardy. I love it. I love it. I know the stars. You know I do. All roads lead to JLJ, as Flobo says. They all come back to me. They all come back to me. I know everybody. Everybody. Yeah, Hollywood does not want aging naturally or skinny. They don't. 3 hours did fly. It did fly. I mean, literally. Well, if we talk, a lot of my colleagues, I'll tell you this, are envious of me. They're like, I don't know, how do you do this? How do you do this? I come from radio. I come from radio where that's what you do. You can talk for hours. So I know how to do this, and you guys are a great help. You guys help talk back with me, or talk back to me. One or two. So I got screens. I got 3 screens. I got a screen over here, you, and over here. So I was looking at something over here. You guys, totally, talk to me, and we have conversations. I don't hear you. I see you. So my bushes. What was going on? What was going on? My bushes in my backyard. I'm trying to think. What was? Remember, my problem was the front yard. It was the trees. I think we joked about my bush, but it was the trees in the front. We haven't heard anything back from them, so I'm assuming it's fine. My mother's not in court. They haven't sent her any court documents. They're just, I mean, I hate government. Sucks. Government sucks. I don't understand them. But they haven't said anything. So now but see here's what's funny, Beauty for Ashes. Now it's winter, the leaves are gone. So of course, I mean, the tree is hibernating. There's like nothing. It'll be back in the spring. So it's kind of like, isn't that funny? It's like if you guys just waited another month, you'd have nothing to worry about because it's gone. Literally, it's barren. All my trees are barren, like dumb. So, but it was a front yard. It was a site. It was a front yard. It was a citation. Yeah, we haven't heard anything. I know my bush, crystal bush. Push, push in the bush. Push, push in the bush. Push, push in the bush. I like to do the things you like to do. To come on and do it. Do it. I like to do the things you like to do. Get down, get down, get down. Some tonight. In your mind. It's like now it's music within the bush. Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Do you like it? Do you like it like this? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Do you like it? Do you like it like this? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Do you like it? Push, push in the bush. Push, push in the bush. I have no comments about Krista yet. Stay tuned, though. Stay tuned. I'm friends with her, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. Stuff's brewing. Stay tuned. But I have no official comment. But stay, she's my friend, and we'll get there going. But yes, I now get to the last 5 minutes. Thanks, Crystal, for coming through, Miss Crystal. Have a good Sunday. Yes, but yes, it was my front yard bush. It was my front yard, but my backyard, they didn't say anything about that. Most of it was growing. It's growing into my yard. My yard's this way. It's growing this way, so it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal. It was fine. I did some work this morning. I did my show this morning. 3 hours of this. I can go on now. I'll brush my teeth, wash my face, and put some. And it looks cold outside right now. It's 58 degrees, which is cold for us. I think you and I are going to go outside and hang out, but it's too cold. Too cold. But I love seeing all my folks in here. Remember, Edition Days today. I know 1048 is on right now, doing their thing. I need to tame my bushes. I need someone to tame them for me, Tony JC. I need to tame my bushes for me. They're just growing wild. No, it's crazy. Okay, I'm off. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming through. Actually, really have a good Sunday. I was saying Saturday. 0 degrees, that's crazy, right, Shelly? That's crazy. Have a good rest of today. Is Flo going to see Iron Club? I'll ask him. When I talk to him, I'll ask him to see Iron Club. I'll ask him. My brother might see it. I don't know. They're the nerds, the comic nerds. So I'm gonna do that. I'll ask that. But everybody, thank you for coming on. Seriously, thank you for the donations. Anybody you still want to give donations, you can. Underneath the videos, ways you can give donations to me that I can use for something today. Enjoy the rest of your day today, and I love you guys. And my phone now is ringing.